As a wise man once said, I'm hearing some crazy stuff in your background, dude. Uh,
Okay.
as a well, as I said, as a wise man comprised of orange rocks once said, it is in fact the time to clobber. Except he didn't say it that way. He said, it's clobbering time.
Oh yeah, brother, it's clobbering time.
And that too.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I think we lost everybody. Everybody just disappeared on us. They waited too long. I don't know. All right, everyone. Welcome to a special. This is a test of the emergency clobbering time system. It is only a test. If this were not a test, we wouldn't be on the air because I don't even know what to say. Anyway, I'm doing this early. I don't really do Thursdays all that often, but I'm doing this a little bit early because I thought, my wonderful, beautiful friend Purple Valkyrie was here with me last night. Hello, Purple. Lovely to see you. And it dawns on me that that's extraordinary late over there. Like it was very late over there for her. And there are a lot of our, and Jed is my guest today, of course. Jed and I are good friends. With a lot of our wonderful pals over across the pond, as it were. So I was thinking about probably doing a show like maybe on Thursdays, early like this once in a while, just so some of our, and again, if you guys are still doing something else, I mean, it's cool what I'm saying, but it is more like closer to prime time for you all over there. So I thought I would do that now. And today, Jed and I will talk about a few things. Obviously, we'll talk a little bit about WandaVision in a minute when I get to it and everything. But I just wanted to say thank you and hello to our dear friends. Again, the beautiful Purple Valkyrie is here. My old friend, Steve Mitchum, old chum, buddy. Always great to see you. Earlier, the great Mark C. had popped in. I don't know if you're still with us, brother, but thank you. And I hope you are. And if not, I hope you'll pop back in. The great Eric K., master of all that is wrench, is here. Eric K. And of course, my
Eric K.
my fantastic buddy, Lord Thoth. Avon lives, long live the Legion, buddy. Great to see you as always. Our good buddy Retro Dicky, who I was fortunate enough to, thanks to you, spend some time hanging out with for the first time, and he has been always cool to me in chats, and it was really great to hang out with you yesterday, Retro Dicky. My good buddy Project Storytime. Hey, man. Thank you for popping in, sir. It's great to see you. So we may get some people in. We may not. We don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, yesterday, my guest today, has of course been a buddy of mine for a long time on the online, and we have corresponded for many years and stuff online. And he just opened up his channel. There is by the way, a link in the description below. Hang on a sec. I'm going to mod you here. After I can figure it out. This thing takes a while.
Oh yeah, me doing it yesterday, I was freaking out because I didn't know how to mod, and it's just a click now.
Yeah,
it used to be harder than that.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I had to find you before I can mod you. Let's see. There you go. All right, but anyway, so you can. Of course, there's a link to Jed's new channel, fairly new channel, in the description below. But he's going to put a link to that later or whenever he wants to. And please go and subscribe to his channel. Yesterday, Jed did his very first live stream. It was epic and it was spectacular. He had a great, except for me being on the panel, he had a great panel. And
you were fine.
He had a great crowd, and the kind of turnout you just don't get for a first stream. I've been trying to tell him that it's just amazing. And he went on a real good epic stream there. And if anybody else joins us later, or wants to join us later, anybody who does want to join us is welcome, of course.
Yeah.
But I want to get a chance.
I do want to say, if Lee, you're out there and I try to get a hold of you, Lee, come on.
Yeah, okay. Lee, look if you're there, or anybody else. But yes, we would like to talk to Lee. Last night, again, had a wonderful time talking to the wonderful Purple Valkyrie. And Purple, we need to do it again whenever you want. Of course, you can. Whenever you feel like it. Because see, Purple does so much. She wrenches for a lot of people. She has her own wonderful channel. There is a link in the description below. Please put the Valkyrie's link up in this chat if you would, Purple. Because she has a great channel. She and the wonderful, beautiful Samantha Joe, but she's also a big friend of Loki's at Valhalla. Again, thank you to Loki. I forgot for a second there for that wonderful intro that you made for me. Always appreciate it, my brother. But she's a big friend of Valhalla, so she's very busy obviously she's probably got her own stuff in life going on, but she's also very busy helping people out with streams and being on streams and things like that. And yet she was still nice enough to come hang with me last night. And I just adore you, Purple. You're so wonderful. Had a wonderful time. So anytime you want to come in and talk now, you want to come and talk next week, anytime you want to come on, please let me know. We'd love to have you. But I just wanted to say I am so pleased to have finally be able to hang out with Jed a little bit. We're going to talk. So we're going to geek out a little bit here.
We haven't hung out just like this in a really long time.
No, we haven't. And yesterday, again, like I said, man, that was really
you were one of the people that I was like, okay, I'm gonna Lee retro, trying to get some others, and I was like, we can't forget the people on the TARDIS zone and anything else. Because I will always say this, you can't forget where you came from. And basically, Noel helped me start along. Can't say Lethal. I can't forget Lethal, too. Lethal Lightning for his channel, too, because he's a good brother. So, basically, Lethal and Noel. But I've been on a lot on Noel's channel, and he helped me out. So, and I want to bring this up right now. Just at the start. Yeah, we're not too far into it, because we know what's going to happen, probably. What they're doing to Noel is really screwed up, and I just wanted to point that out from yesterday. They actually came to my stream and started screwing around. So
yes, you got trolled, and essentially, and for those who do not know, I'll bring you up to speed a little bit about it. We have our good friend Noel with the TARDIS Zone that is a mutual friend of both Jed and myself. Oh, before we get that, I got one question. Jed,
okay, go ahead. Yeah,
you're gonna have to help me out for something, brother.
Okay,
I can read the word Jed. I can read the word toad.
Yeah.
You're going to have to help me out with that middle word. How do you say it?
Okay. A lot of people, I've been thinking about just going back to Jed Toad because nobody gets it except for people that I just been thinking about that. I have two other friends that do another podcast is because that's where okay. Not that long of a story, but back a long time ago when Mallrats first came out, I met Kevin Smith, I met Brian Q, I met Steve Dave, that's in himself, and I went to him, we hang out, we did a lot of stuff, and then years later on Smallcast, they started their own podcast up, and they called it TESD. Okay, so I'm like a little bit of a legend on there too. So because they tell about the stories they did this whole, it was like a 2-episode thing of talking about me when I was when they were in Houston, back when I used to go to Comic Cons with Kevin Smith and everybody. And I did some crazy. I got drunk one night. We went to this really weird museum that's not there in San Diego no more. That had all the serial killer stuff, and it was just a weird museum. And I was drunk when I went in there. It was bad. But that's where the TESD comes from.
Okay, I'm gonna just call you Jed. I can't.
Yeah, that's what I say. People just call me Jed. Other people that call me that they're called ants. They call me Toad, but I don't Jed or Toad, because Jed's originally the name I've had on ever since I was on original Xbox, OG Xbox, and I just had Jed, and then
okie dokie. Well, works for me.
Brian Q and Steve Dave, and Kevin, they all gave me the Toad name when I hung out with them, so I just combined the two names and stuff.
Jed it is. Come and listen to a story about a man named Jed.
Well, that's how you've known me the whole time, too. Oh, and what another funny thing is. Yeah, and another funny thing about that is, I didn't think about this until I made up the name. My great aunt was actually Granny on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Whoa.
Yeah, she was actually my great aunt Irene. Yeah, yeah, she was that played Granny. She was actually. Yeah, she was actually my great aunt.
Holy shit, I love the Beverly Hillbillies. And Papa was just talking about that last night, how she watched the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, she was actually my great aunt. So.
Granny, Irene Dunn was friggin' hilarious on that show. Yes, by all means, Retro Dickie, please. Anybody, if you can find Noel's second channel, pop it in there if anybody knows it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's okay. Make sure you do this. Yeah, I still have my original OG Xbox. I have my 360s. I have my
Okay.
Xbox One. I don't have any of the new stuff because you can't get it. So, and it's too expensive. So, okay.
Gotcha. No, I got you, man. Well, look, everyone, Noel, and we're going to get on to other stuff, but we want to talk.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get this Noel out of the way first. Yeah.
All right. Noel is, of course, again, of the TARDIS Zone, is a channel that he has, of course. He's an absolutely master of evil. And the reason that is because he simply has an opinion. And as I've always said, you want to make an enemy, make an opinion. We love Noel here. He's a great dude. But, of course, there are people that find him the scourge of the universe because he simply has a show where he expresses his opinion. He, like many of us, does not appreciate what Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker, but especially Chibnall, has done to Doctor Who, a show that we love very dearly. And he's very upfront about it. Now, Noel doesn't tell anyone they can't have an opposite opinion. In fact, he's fine with anyone with another opinion. He's very fair-minded. I'm not speaking for Noel. He's a big boy. He can speak for himself. I'm speaking as a friend of Noel. He doesn't do anything to hurt anyone. He just gives his opinion. He doesn't like it. But in this day and age, especially in the SJW day and age, you cannot have an opinion against a show that goes against some sort of social agenda-driven narrative, especially the one by the BBC. And therefore, the little sycophants, the Jodie bots, again, they're people who inexplicably to me like the Jodie Doctor Who. I can't stand it, but if they're a nice person, that's all that matters. They're nice people who like it. We don't agree.
Yeah, there are actually, and I've met some people that actually like the new Doctor Who. They're really nice people.
Some of them are, but we're not talking about that. See, those are people who just, for whatever reason, I just question their taste. But there are people that, to them, all this is about an agenda. If you criticize the show, you are an istophobe, or whatever. If you criticize the show being extraordinarily overtly socio-political, like as many of us do, and you are a bad person. And Noel, for some reason, gets all of the horrible things, including idiot, and we won't go into detail. If Lee comes around later, he can do it.
Yeah,
he gets really horrible, extreme abuse from these people, trolling his wife. You've got to be some kind of a low-life piece of shit if you go after a man's wife. And remember, I'm talking really nasty, vile, horrible stuff. All about a fucking TV show.
Yeah, I've seen this firsthand, Mike. I've seen this firsthand. They've literally just done the most vile, disgusting things. And first it was just Nolan, then they brought his wife into it. It was just the most vile, disgusting thing. And yesterday, that wasn't even the tip of the iceberg. What we saw yesterday, I've seen stuff worse than that.
Well, I want to say a big hello to the great Latino Slant. Yo, Paulie, hey man, buddy, please go.
Hey, Latino Slant.
Please go to Latino Slant's channel and subscribe. He's got a great channel, and he is a great friend of the show. Good to see you there, my brother, and the great Chris Persia, master of wrenches, that just popped in. Hey, buddy. Thank you.
What's up, Chris?
We have so many great guests coming in here. So many great, distinguished friends in the chat. So yes, Noel, again, to make it fairly short, Noel has taken a lot of abuse, and unfortunately, due to some of the crap going on, someone gave him an unfair copyright strike, so his channel has been suspended for a short time here. We're not sure exactly when he's coming back. So yesterday, Jed does his very first stream. This is Jed now. Jed is friends with Noel, but so am I, and so are other people. Jed's doing a stream that has nothing to do with Doctor Who. He's just talking about different things. He has Lee on there, our good buddy Problem Being. And
it's talking about Tom Baker and Doctor Who. And
it was Tom Baker's birthday, right?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, a couple hours into it, he starts getting these same filthy, horrible scumbags. And I'm not going to repeat the vile shit they were saying about Noel, about his wife, and Lee, and things like that. Suffice to say, this is his very first stream, Jed's first stream. He has nothing to do with this kind of crap. I mean, other than being friends, they came in and they put some horrible shit. We got it all screen capped and everything. I know that they were able to get it, and they've showed it. And it was just pathetic the way these people treat Nolan. We just wanted to speak up for him. It is absolute disgusting. It is disgusting what these motherfucking morons are doing to him. Absolutely the worst people ever. Hello, Mark with a C. Good to see you, my friend. And he does need, like Lee was saying yesterday, he needs more people to speak out for him. I'm a nothing channel, but I'm speaking out for Noel.
Yeah, and I will say I'm starting out too, and everybody needs to help support Nolan this, because he doesn't deserve this.
No, he did. And he popped in last night to the last night's show.
Yeah, and okay, here's the funny thing. Noel popped in and didn't say anything. He watched my stream yesterday and popped in and didn't say anything.
He saw all that shit.
Yeah, he saw, because he made some comments. He goes, awesome. I remember what he said. He said the stream was fine until he saw what was going on, and then he got upset.
I don't have full carte blanche to talk about all that kind of stuff, some of the stuff, but I have to suffice to say, the vile shit alone they were putting in the chat. They've done this before, in Jed's chat about Noel's wife. Let me tell you something. I wouldn't want to beat the living fucking shit out of the scumbags. It's fucking horrible.
It's just, and some of these people just, I just don't understand. Like, it's just.
Yeah, it's really horrible. We want to touch on that because we want to show some support for Noel. We're gonna do other stuff here.
We just wanted to get this out of the way because we everybody, and I'm not saying we love everybody, but I will say this: some of the bigger channels need to get some support behind Noel too. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm friends with everybody. I love Gary. I love everybody else. But if some of the heavyweights would come in and help support Noel,
Well, we don't know what they know. I mean, it's tough to get to those guys.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I'm not saying they don't know anything. Maybe they don't, because and I would say this, a lot of the heavyweights aren't like us, and they don't have a lot of time. Okay? They are busy constantly. Okay? So, our side, and I will say this, our side ain't like the other side where we're going to turn on one another. A lot of times people are busy, get so busy, and they don't know what's going on. So you have to tell them what's going on. I wanted to make that extent.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, nobody's knocking anybody. Hey, Doctor, let's see if I can say it right. Hercumonkey, I like that. Thank you for popping in, my friend. Paulie's exactly right. What will keep us united is our civility with each other. We don't agree, clean it up, fandom. Absolutely, but these are just like one or two idiots who uses a bunch of accounts to spam. And like I say, the thing about it is, everyone. And I think Noel probably would agree with this. Noel wouldn't give a shit if you come after him personally.
No.
He doesn't give a fuck. He's a grown man. This is going after his wife, man, and that's just fucking disgusting.
I will say this. I was watching Gary's stream last night, okay? And I saw this because I was watching it live, and I told Noel and I told Lee, okay, Gary got a super chat, and it was an extreme homophobic, racist super chat. And Gary goes, I'm not going to read this. And me and Noel and Lee were thinking it was clearly them. It
was them. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but he goes, and Gary goes, I don't care if you come after me, but don't come after my guests. I feel that exact same way. Okay. I took that on the chin last night, and I've done it because I grew up, in the 70s and 80s, where people jokingly picked, you talk like a normal person. You tease one another without being an asshole, but just being friends, People don't know how to do that nowadays.
Claude Perishable, I resemble that remark. The show sucks just as much, and I'll back it up. I'll tell you it sucks even more. How about that, bitch?
Hey, Claude, haven't seen you forever, man.
There he is. Oh, shit. I knew he'd come in. He come in with a smart addict.
Yeah, okay, Claude, what's up?
Here. I'm not going to read this, but thank you for the money. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not going to read it, but thank you for the money. What a friggin' a-hole. Fat Steven, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Had a lot of fun with you last night, Fat Steven, and had some great stuff he did last night on the show.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, buddy. So everyone will start talking about more geekness now. We wanted to get that out there, show some support for our buddy Noel. And Noel, if you're hearing this, brother, we're with you, man. We're with you. And we know this is some horrible crap, but we can't wait till you come back on, man. So, I mean, I've talked WandaVision to death. I have really not that much to say about it.
Okay. I will say, I was watching some videos, and I was thinking about some things about in the comics, and I was like, and then, because I do watch Emergency Awesome. That's a guilty pleasure of mine. He said, and I saw this, and I was like, that kind of makes sense. And hi, Fat Steven Seagal Hell. What's up, brother? This is what I think about WandaVision. They combined the comic book parts along with the MCU lore. It's not one or the other. They combined it.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna. Well, they do that with all. They cherry pick all kind of crap from comics.
Yeah,
And MCU
they're
stuff.
kind of what they did with Rebels, where they cherry picked what they wanted in Rebels, and they brought Thawne back, and Thawne was terrible. He didn't act like Thawne. It pissed me off to no extent, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, look. Yeah, they do, but they always do that kind of crap. Like I say, here's the thing. The whole thing about Wandavision, and we'll know tomorrow a little bit more tomorrow. I hope.
Yeah, tonight actually at 12.
Everyone,
It's tonight.
It's buzzing for everyone because a lot of people. There were some that didn't care for it, but a lot of people found it interesting enough to, and really intrigued enough to look forward to the next episode, which is what you got to do with your early episodes. So aside from that, other than what the work that Fat Steven does, when he comes up with a lot of the the Easter eggs that he's doing amazing work. Aside from that, we don't know much. That if those 2 episodes are interesting, but we don't know much. Retro Dicky says, "Want to hear what you both think?" And well, again, my basic review of it is, I found it interesting. Retro, I thought it was a pretty interesting start. Okay, yeah. By the way, tonight, thanks, Paulie. Tonight, any of you friends that don't know, Paulie does an X-Files watch show that he's doing every Thursday night. If you're an X-Files fan, that's a great place to be. Go to Latino Slant, please. Subscribe to his channel. And yo, brother, thanks for popping in. But if you're an X-Files fan, you like to do watch-alongs, he and my buddy, I think Nick Weiser, our buddy Nick Weiser hangs with him, so that's great stuff. I think WandaVision, Retro Dicky, was very interesting. I think it probably needs to speed up in terms of where it's going because you don't have the luxury. See, if you have a 2-hour plus movie, you can take your time more. When you're breaking this thing up into, they did release 2 episodes originally, but it's going to be 1 episode a week, 20-something minutes. It's tougher to sustain the interest if you go too far and don't start giving us some of the meat of your plot. Like I said, a movie's different.
I really do think tonight may start blowing the doors off of it because I think they wanted it to start out as a slow burn and maybe episode tonight because it's going to be like at 12 or 1 my time. Tonight may start blowing the doors off because if you notice, the first 2 episodes were in black and white, goes to color. That means she's losing control of what's going on, but she is still in control because I thought something else. Okay, but I don't know. I want to know what Fat Steven thinks about this. I'm thinking she has control over all the Infinity Stones because she's used time, space, and all this other stuff. Okay, and if you go back into the movies, she's used every power from the Infinity Stones. Okay.
Right. Yes.
So she's hugely, and if she has the power of the Infinity Stones, that means she can bring Vision back along with all the other stones. She has the power. You know?
Yes, and no, I'm actually like no. Well, Claude Paris says I'm the only person so far not terribly impressed by WandaVision. No, I'm kind of there too. I like it, but I'm not. I'm waiting to see. I see where they are. But if they're going where see where they are. But if they're going where I think they are, I'll just wait for the end. I mean, I just need it to speed up a little bit. I need it to kind of get going. I'm not, because again, like I said, in a movie, you're a captive audience for 2 hours, for better or worse. If you have breaks in it, like this thing does, you have 2 episodes this week, but each episode 20 something. If they don't start going somewhere with it or kind of hooking people. A lot of people really love it. That's fine. A lot of people are more skeptical like me, but I like it. I mean, I'm good with it. Now I'm willing to wait. But if you don't start, you're not just going to sustain yourself with the geeks. You're going to have to give something to the normies. So you can't just be weird. You're going to have to start to go somewhere. And I hope the next episode picks that up a little bit. I'm not knocking the show. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
For just to see that, because I love those actors and I'm a big fan of the characters from the comics. So a lot of people are.
Fat Steven, this is just a theory of mine. I think when they returned the stones back to their respectful place, I think that created another alternate time where the stones are still there. I'm just snowballing because I was thinking of everything that can go on. And if you did go watch Emergency Awesome's video, that it was something that was cut out of the end game, I think, because I watched it. Yeah, she has, like Chris said, she has all the powers of all the Infinity Stones. If you go back and look at all the movies, and she got her powers from Infinity Stones.
Mind Stone.
Yeah, Mind Stone. So this is what I was thinking. That she went to go, and they said there was if you go back to Emergency Awesome's video, that she went to go steal his body. She so distraught that she wanted. Yeah, I love speculation, Fat Steven. I'm like, oh my god, I love that shit. And you can do that with Cobra Kai, and you can do this with this now. So and so she was so distraught because she used the Soul Stone to go into the Soul World. If you go back to the original Infinity Gauntlet, that's where Adam was until they got him. If you remember, he was in the Soul World in the original Infinity Gauntlet.
Welcome, Darth Haster. Good to see you, buddy.
So
I hear you, man.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, please go ahead. You're good.
Well, I was just, yeah. I know Wanda's healing herself, but and I've noticed that they're taking a ton of stuff from everywhere, and this is what I've been wanting them to do for years. Not just do normie stuff, actually put some meat in there from the comics, and I'm loving that they're doing something different about this.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question about it. I find it. I mean, the word that pops the most is intriguing. Like, okay. I am intrigued by it. I'm not knocking it in any way. I'm simply saying, again, you're going to have these little snippets, and that geek will stick with you.
Yeah.
Especially if you're getting obscure and comic booky and geeky and stuff.
Oh yeah, just like Legion was. The first 2 seasons of Legion were awesome.
Never watched it.
Yeah.
Never watched that,
but then in season 3 they went full on woke and they lost me, and I just watched one episode and I was done.
I heard about that. Yeah. And that's another concern here. If we get to if it comes Wokevision, I'm gone. I'm out. I'll dump her out early. So if it doesn't go woke, they say that then we'll see what happens. I had to rewatch Ultron to confirm a picture on the walls of Sokovia Hydra base. Yeah, I rewatched Ultron the other day again as well.
Well, here's another thing. AIM also has bases in New Jersey where they're at.
That's
okay. Right. Because if you go back, and I put this on my Twitter too, when for the first 2 episodes, they leave it in hexagons. At the start of the Bewitched parody one, they do stars in a hexagon too. And then the Beekeeper looks like somebody from AIM. We all know that's somebody in the Sword outfit, a sword, what do you call it? A sword outfit, but it made it look like something. But here's another thing. I think there's either AIM, we already know Hydra's involved, so it's AIM Hydra because AIM is an offshoot of Hydra anyway. Just like Sword is an offshoot of S.H.I.E.L.D. somewhat, So we got Stark, Sword, Hydra, AIM, S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right.
All these people, and then you have the 3 baddies that I think are going to show up. It's either going to be Nightmare, the Green Reaper, or Mephisto. Because we already know that maybe, she's there. Agatha's there because she keeps dropping little hints. Oh, the devil's in the details, dear.
It could be Nightmare, like you say.
Yeah.
Lord, let's see. Eric, let's see here. I still think she is in a S.H.I.E.L.D. prison cell and just dreaming this while they keep her under. That way, when she wakes up, they can undo anything they wish. That could be true. Also, what we all forget is Wanda has received mystical training for the Master of the Mystic Arts, and Agatha Harkness, also Silver Age stuff. And Steven, let's see, Steven Seagal, Fat Steven says, I can't see woke when their leads are male or female. No, I'm not saying it's going to be there. It may not. We might not see much woke at all, and that would be great. I'm just saying if it does do that, I wouldn't be super surprised. But
it'll lose me just like Legion lost me, because I loved Legion. Legion was the right kind of freakiness and just weird. I loved it.
Mark with a C just said something that you were telling me about before the show. Why don't you tell me about that?
Oh yeah, okay. I was going to bring this up. Okay. Carol Danvers, the person that has to be rebooted every 5 months, is going to have the mystic powers of Doctor Strange now.
Oh, my God. That's in the regular You mean in the regular comic book?
Yeah, in the regular comic book. She's been rebooted. And not only did, this last film bullcrap where she literally killed Thor, she screwed up Cap, took his shield, took Thor's hammer, basically destroyed all the Avengers. That failed, so they're like, hey, let's give her mystical powers. No, Carol Danvers doesn't work anymore. She hasn't worked in a long time. They need to stop pushing her.
Nobody gives a shit about Carol Danvers except the idiots and editors of Marvel.
And let's be honest. Yeah, let's be honest. She's not the real Captain Marvel. The real Captain Marvel is in DC. Let's be honest.
Well, the true bearer of the name is the Fawcett character that DC stole and acquired. But the real Marvel one will always be Marvel to me. I have nothing truly against
Marvel. And that's the thing that hurt me about that too.
But they did to Marvel in that piece of garbage Captain Marvel movie. They can suck off.
Yeah, and they just threw him to the side. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have you guys, but we're just gonna throw you to the side for her."
Best of ever, indeed.
I know.
Best of ever. Yeah, but I love Marvel, and Marvel is not a neck bending. Sorry. So look, Carol Danvers only worked when she was Miss Marvel, or binary, absolutely. And I was never.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, one of the best iterations of Carol Danvers for me, because there have been many, was and on the show I was talking about a good bit with last night. Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. She's really good on there.
Yes, she is.
Because she's a person, and she's powerful, but and she's got that great the costume that's sort of a throwback to the original costume from the 70s, which I love. I never liked the blue one that much, and when she was also a warbird for a while, that didn't work for me.
I gotta say, Earth's Mightiest Heroes was one of the supreme comics, not comics, cartoon shows that Marvel has put out. That series was bloody awesome.
Oh, great. Unbelievable.
Yeah. But they had to cancel it and put something else crappier out, and I just don't get that,
Well, it's because that jackass, I think it was Loeb or somebody, decided he wanted a cartoon that looked like the movies, he's a jackass. All Marvel versions of Captain Marvel have been a name in search of a character. I almost agree with that, Steve, but I did love Marvel. And it's funny. Yeah. Here's something that really is, if you think about it. All Marvel versions of Captain Marvel. Oh, we lost Jed. I guess he'll pop in here. Oh, what happened, man? He'll pop back. All versions in this, and again, a lot of people don't think about this. Since Marvel took the name Captain Marvel and applied it to the Kree Captain Marvel, Marvel, who I really like, by the way, that character, a character with that name, Marvel, Captain Marvel for Marvel, never had, and I mean not once, had an ongoing series that sold a lot of comic books. You dropped you for a minute there, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it does that. I got kicked like 3 times in my show yesterday.
No, I got you. Well, we got you, no problem. I was making the point. I'll just reiterate for you since you're here. Marvel Comics, since they paid about like $4,500 to acquire the title Captain Marvel in the late 60s, has never. And I like Marvel a lot.
Yeah, Marvel was awesome.
He or no other character, whether it was Marvel, Monica Rambeau, or Carol Danvers, has ever had a successful selling ongoing series. The closest one was Marvel, and that was not a big seller. Now, the great very first Marvel graphic novel, The Death of Captain Marvel by Jim Starlin, did do extremely well.
Oh, that was that was awesome, but it was also heartbreaking.
It was heartbreaking, but it was still really good, though.
Yeah,
but
it was.
It was that was great. I sold a bunch of them, but as far as a huge top-notch seller, it just never happened for them. Well, again, his regular series got canceled once, and it came back, and then it went like 50-something issues. That was the most probably. After that, they never gave Monica Rambeau or Untitled. And when they started with this new Captain Marvel stuff, with Carol Danvers, they've had, what have they, like you said, they've had to redo it and restart it over 5 times, 6 times, because nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares.
It's been like, it's been a lot, and it's just
the only
and the reason why that they don't have a true successor to that is because they don't have a person can actually lay out the foundations for a story and the lore properly. That's all.
And the only Captain Marvel, just like Steve mentions, is the only Captain Marvel was ever successful as far as that on a title of a comic book. Of course, it's in the 40s when Captain Marvel, the great one from Fawcett, the one who's Billy Batson says Shazam, my favorite, used to outsell Superman at some point. And those comics sold over 1 million copies in many cases. So,
I love those comics. Those comics are awesome.
And I love the character. I love the Shazam Captain Marvel. There you go. Hey, Retro. Thanks, man. Oh, cool, dude. I appreciate that, Retro Dickie.
Thank you, Retro.
Let me see. Let me find you. There you go. Oh, did you admin him or did I?
Oh, you did.
I did? Oh, cool.
Yeah,
thanks, Retro. Maybe I did. I wasn't looking. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. That's because when I go to check my other screen, and when you mute your screen for another to go to a different YouTube screen, or it freezes or it slows up.
Yeah, that's the reason why I have to use a phone and I have to use my tablet, because that's the reason why I get kicked sometimes.
Yeah, that's what the sound is. Yeah, it's pretty different. How long before they promote Kamala Khan to Captain Marvel? My speculation is probably fairly soon. Chris,
I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah,
no, they're going to do it.
The plan was all along for her to become Captain Marvel. It was set up in a very early, when they came out with the character, it was set up for her to do that.
It might be a while though, because they got that stupid movie coming out that nobody's going to go to see.
Well, I will also say that Captain Marvel 2 is another stepping stone to get her to be Captain Marvel.
Yeah, but isn't she gonna they're not giving her a movie, they're putting her in Captain Marvel. Aren't they giving her a movie?
They're putting Carol, Camilla, and
she's gonna be in
somebody else into it. Yeah, it's gonna be like a girl power movie, and I'm like,
probably with Monica as well. So yeah,
Monica's gonna be in it.
I think you could say it'll probably happen soon. Then, Chris, I think it'll probably happen soon. Starlin submitted a Captain Marvel series proposal to Marvel, and they told him they were going another way. Yes, down to the crapper where they didn't want to sell any comic books.
Yeah,
but it'd been nice to see Starlin do something again. But good Lord. And I think our buddy Fat Steven showed us a picture of some new comic. Some new. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah,
some new piece of crap by Marvel celebrating a girl power comic coming out.
Yeah. And if you go back to that Captain Marvel picture, she's doing the same thing Doctor Strange does with his, when he put up the horns and stuff with the hands. And I was just like, why are you turning Captain Marvel into Doctor Strange? It's not.
I'll say Women of Marvel.
Yeah.
Fat Steve mentioned gave me a picture of it. Jesus Christ.
How bad is it?
He put a picture up. Holy shit. Fat Steven, I'm going to show this picture if you don't mind, brother. I don't know if you hear me or not, man.
Yeah.
By the way, Lord Thoth, the answer is I do have one of those that you asked me about. What's going on, Lord Thoth? Dude, you should come on and talk to us one day, man. You never come hang with me.
Yeah, I told him he can come on mine too. So
yeah, anytime you want to come on, Lord Thorpe,
yeah,
we'd love to have you. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna. This is public consumption, so it's not like a secret picture. So, Fat
no,
Steven, I'm gonna show that stupid Women of Marvel pic you showed me. This
yeah.
is You want to see what passes for Marvel Comics art, quote unquote art these days, everybody?
Yeah, I understand.
All right.
It?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve. I just want to make sure, brother. Let me find it.
Yeah, it like Steven said, if it's usually posted, yeah, it's usually
It's
safe
public.
to put up.
But,
Yeah.
So, let me make it big here, bigger than get it. Okay, folks. That's fucking Marvel comic books right there for you. Okay, and you can see the spatula. Yeah, this is this is. Does anybody notice any kind of a pattern to the art, quote unquote, art style here? They're all super skinny.
They have no definition, no boobs. They look like dudes somewhat, you know.
Dog shit.
Do you remember when Elector looked hot as hell, when Storm looked hot as hell? Oh my god. Just, you know. Storm, and I was saying, Storm's one of the most beautiful characters in Marvel when she's drawn right.
I guess that's Shuri with the spatula.
Yeah, and it's just Shuri looks like, you know what? Shuri looks like she's, what was that in the New Warriors where they had that chick that had the backpack that you could, she looks like she has that face of that character.
Well, they all have that stupid SJW face. This is garbage. Gone. Oh, well, where are the curves? Gone, sir. Gone are the curves.
Gamora is a beautiful woman too. Look at how she looks. This
is shitty garbage art. There's the captain and Cap said language. Yeah. This is garbage from hell. I can't stand Shuri anyway, and now she's probably the Black Panther, like in the comics. And
do you remember back in the early '90s when they did the swimsuit magazines with all the Marvel characters? It came out like 2 or 3 times. They had Storm, and Storm was in a bikini. They had it was I liked it. I don't remember. Fat Steven, do you remember that?
Which one?
I don't know. See, it was they did a swimsuit issue every.
Oh yeah, they used to do that. Yeah, no, they can't do that anymore.
Yeah, all the Marvel characters. Wonder Man was in like his Wonder Man briefs and stuff. Yeah, that Psylocke page was hot.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well,
yeah,
all pretty damn hot.
Yeah, what did that Real Moon have curves? Just listen to Sir Mix-a-Lot, man.
Why is it and they wonder why nobody buys their shitty comics.
Yeah.
In case you guys want to know why no one buys your shitty comics, look at this crap. Look at Elektra. She's horrible.
Oh god. Do you remember when she was drawn decently? It's just why?
Let me tell you something. When I talk about the women of Marvel Comics, let's see. Marvel.
Yeah, you need to put up some
hero women
ones.
I mean, Marvel Comics, the superhero women. Let's see if I can find that. Isn't that the name of it? Okay. I had an old Fireside reprint book that had reprints of superhero women.
Wizard even had some of that stuff in it too. They had this really nice cover where everybody was drawn, but it wasn't just Marvel. It was they had Gen 13, they had Darkchild, they had all those on the Wizard cover, and they were just nice.
There it is. There it is, right there. They don't have a lot of great pictures of it. I have this somewhere still. This is from the 70s, folks. Let me find it and show it to you.
Yeah.
I have it. Okay. Okay, that bullshit you were just looking at sucks.
Get ready for a
Yes.
shock.
All right. These are superhero women, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, look at Sue, man. I have that too.
That's a John Romita painted cover, if I'm not mistaken. Look at Sue. Look at Red Sonja.
Oh God.
That's Carol Danvers, the way she should look. He lives
Yeah.
back there. She's not a superhero woman, but and there's Black Widow and Wasp and Medusa. Yeah.
That's how you drew like
featuring the fabulous females.
There's a picture of the real Miss Marvel right there, back when she looked awesome. Oh, there's that cover right there. Do you see it? Where they had Sue and they had Fairchild and everything. That's right there in that picture that I was talking about.
Which one? A cover?
It's the Wizard magazine's posters and stuff right there, where they had Jessica Drew. They had everybody in it. You know,
hey, look at these. They look like women. Can't have that.
I know. Like,
yeah. We can't have any of this, folks.
That one right there. You had it. The hottest Marvel. Yeah.
Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, that's horrible, isn't it? Bunch of toxic.
Oh my God. Here. Oh my God. She-Hulk actually has definition, and she looks like,
she won on the TV show. That's for fuck sure.
Yeah. Look at that cover too.
Which one are you talking about? Which cover?
The one with Supergirl, Wonder Woman, and stuff. That was the Wizard cover.
And I never liked Wizard much, but they had some good, some of those.
Yeah, that was an actual Wizard cover. It had Power Girl, and because I remember that, because I still have a bunch of issues of Wizard. Yeah, Lord, they had great art in some of the Wizard books, man. So
yeah, buddy, you can have that.
Like, okay, we need to look up some pictures of Miss Marvel to show people actually what she really looked like.
What do you guys prefer? Let's see here. Just want to run a test. Do you like this, or do you like? What do you guys now? Or do you like this?
Just like no.
I just wonder. How immature of us. There you go. I know she's a little girl. I'm just using it as a point. She has her limbs all stretched out and shit. It's just disgusting.
There's another Wizard cover right there. That's another.
I don't know where
you're
seeing the Wizard covers at. Where at? On the left? Huh?
Left or the right?
I
was looking and you were just going by them.
Oh,
like Secret Wars is where I checked out. I think Gary said the same thing because it got really bad. So yeah, I checked out.
Scott Campbell Electra. We can't have her looking like that anymore, folks.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and that was another reason why they had to. Yeah, look, there's Firestorm. Like, just damn.
Yeah, but remember when Carol Danvers looked like that?
Oh, Carol Danvers just look. Miss Marvel's my favorite one.
I love this
when she actually had curves and you know. The reboot of Secret Wars, not the original Secret Wars.
Yeah, I couldn't stand it. I don't like it either.
The reboot of Secret Wars was god awful.
Well, I didn't like the original either, but the art in it that much. It was kind of a Jim Shooter toy grab, but a lot of people loved it. I know. So yeah. Anyway.
Look at Rogue right there. Look at Rogue, man.
Oh, look at! I mean, it's just the beautiful. But that's
it's beautiful art.
And that's supposed to be
Civil War. The second Civil War was worse than the first one was.
Yeah, well, I hated the first one, so I didn't read the second one either. But yeah, again, look at that. Women looking like women, but like women, not women.
Yeah. Oh wait, we can't have curves and they look,
No. Yeah, this doesn't fly anymore, folks. I don't need a bunch of pigs.
Yeah, we're the toxic male that only wants to view, but I'm just saying that's beautiful art.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another one right there. That was another wizard cover right there. The big one right there with
Yeah, that's
Pearl.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was just a bunch of toxic stuff there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they have look at Witchblade. Yeah.
And I'm with Steve Mitchum. That's why I couldn't stand Secret Wars 1 because I didn't like Mike. I just never liked Mike Zeck. A lot of people did. Secret Wars 2 was by Buscema, but Gerber wrote the story. I can't believe Steve Gerber wrote Secret Wars 2, but it was not as good.
Secret Wars 2 was really weird with the Beyonder.
It was weird. Both of them were just it was Jim Shooter's little toy grab comic. So I'm not sure who Mike Mayhew is. He must be new. I don't like it. But point being, this is just no point. Actually, we just wanted to look at some. After seeing that picture of the new Whammit of Marvel, we just wanted to look at some ladies, some real women.
Hey, I will do this. Look up Panic in the Sky. That's my favorite.
You like that comic?
That's my favorite Superman series.
That's
in the 90s.
Yeah, I didn't like it much, but I mean, I hear what you're saying. But I liked the episode of George Reeves' show, Superman Panic in the Sky.
That was. But I love the art in that one because the covers were just
Oh, by the way, you want to see some 70s stuff, Lord Thoth? I got some 70s.
Yeah,
some 70s ladies for you, brother. Man. Shauna the She-Devil, Night Nurse, and the Cat. Beware the claws.
You got to put some Hellcat in there too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that stuff. So, anyway, what can you do? But no, I just thought, I don't know. I'm saying no. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Milo Manera's Spider-Woman still hasn't been SJW. That was something. Have you seen that? You've seen that, right? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You've seen that? Have you seen that?
What, the new Spider-Woman?
No, Milo Manera's version for his cover. Let's see if we can.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, God. You got to see this here. Let's see.
No.
All right. We're doing some filth here, folks. Not really, but I mean.
Yeah, that Night Nurse. Oh, she's in an all-white outfit. She's a
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Anybody remember this cover?
I have all three of those covers right there. I have all three of those books.
Yeah, this is the one that got him in SJW trouble.
Let me see something. Are you talking about the one with Spider-Woman when she had that nice booty?
That's it right there. I think that's the one he's talking about.
Yeah, that one was.
Is that the Milo one? I can't remember. Either way. No, that's I'm sorry, that's oh no, it's not Milo. Is that Steve something Cho or whatever? That's Cho. What's that guy's name?
Cho?
I don't know. That might be the Monaro one. Yeah. Ain't that nice?
Yeah, no.
Spray paint the costume on. I like that first Spider-Woman costume.
Did you see the Cammy one down there right next to it? From Street Fighter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
The Cammy one.
Yeah, Milo Manara is a French artist.
Yeah.
Lord Thoth, who does pretty racy stuff, and they let him do a Spider-Woman cover. Hey, they hired him, and they got pissed at him.
We're like, oh no, you can't have that. Women don't have curves; they're all sticks.
Well, don't hire Milo then.
Yeah, I know.
They're so stupid.
We can't have any woman that has curves and is actually awesome. Well,
what are you trying to say here, Mark? See that they make guys, they objectify men too? No, that never happens. Well,
no, they never do that.
No, men never have perfect muscles or anything like that.
No.
No, they never
Speaking
look
of
like
that, that's probably what's going to happen to the new He-Man too. He's going to be destroyed. Oh my god, I can't take it if the new movie and the cartoon are going to be terrible. Oh
Yeah, that's terrible. Oh, that's right. Cho got more in trouble for the Wonder Woman covers. I was mixing them up. Yeah, I love Milo's art though. I mean, I always look.
Retro. I just dropped my spray paint can.
Point being, folks. Remember when in Wrath of Khan, when Kirk says, "I'm for one, I'm have you at the helm for 2 weeks." I don't think these kids can steer. Well, just a great comic artist from back when would say, "I don't think these kids can draw." Now again, I'm sure there are plenty of them that are very talented that can draw comic books. They're not taught right. I don't even know if they have the Joe Kubert School anymore.
Oh, I haven't seen that advertised in forever.
Yes, I don't know if they're even teaching kids to be cartoonists anymore.
Kirk even said, "Oh, it's just a training mission. Let them go," and then they go into the Hellfest. So.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what I think about it, Lord Thoth. I think I will not watch 1 second of it. Are you planning? Are you going to watch that crap, Lord Thoth? How about you, Lord Thoth? You going to watch that the new Superman? Well, the alleged Superman show.
Oh, hell no! It's got that new 52 outfit in it again.
Yeah.
Oh, I despise that new 52 outfit. You heard me over the past 10 plus years about
scared his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. They had the outfit right, and they're not like, maybe we need to change the outfit again. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, heavy metal stuff is awesome. Well, toning covers, heavy metal. I love it.
See, that's me, Retro Dickie. I don't know art, but I know what I like, that old saying, whereas Claude here and my friend Steve here and Mark with a C, if he's here, they're artists. They're actually real artists. They're great artists. I can't draw flies, but I sure as hell know what I do not friggin' like. And I cannot stand to look at any of this modern crap. I know there are probably some good artists. Yeah, the Kubert School is still there in Dover. Well, none of them are going to it, or none of them are graduating.
Well, you don't need it no more because DC and Marvel are just destroying their business anyway.
Lord, hey LT, Lord Thoth, if you want, I'll watch it, the first one, and we can review it if you want to, if you really want to go down that road.
Oh, I am gonna say this. I am gonna watch the first one and hate it probably.
Thunderheart. No, I hear you. I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, I still don't know if I hate WB.
And because I know everyone knows how Superman fan I am, so yeah, I'm probably gonna get asked, and I'm probably, when I'm on the stream or something, they're gonna like, "Well, how did you like the new?" I was like, "Oh god, it's just like that new Batwoman." Oh my god! Hey, I'm gonna pick up a outfit in the alleyway. I'm the new Batwoman. Bloody hell!
Rod Thunderheart, welcome, buddy. Darth Hauser's gonna give it an episode or two just to give it a fair shake. I understand. I can respect that. His CW doesn't really deserve a fair shake with me, but I still might do it if somebody wants to review the bullshit. Whenever's going on.
I think the most decent thing they put out in a while was actually Stargirl. It wasn't that great, but at least Az liked it, Gary liked it, and I was like, oh, it's just gonna be. But there were shades of wokeness in there. You can't get away from it. It's so frustrating.
Lord Thoth, since all of our good friends are biting the bullet and taking that awful Batwoman bullet, I guess some of us should try to take up the slack and do the Superman one. So,
we'll
review that. We'll review it.
Yeah, I already said I'm gonna have to bite the bullet on that one because I know I'm gonna get asked. So, just like I'm so happy I didn't watch STD. Oh my god, that would have been permanent brain
I
damage.
did for a while, but I can't review it.
Watching that show is like giving you permanent brain damage. I don't know how Gary and Az and Doomcock got through it.
Look, it helps their channel, so that's I would do it if I'd start. I used to review it on mine for a while when I was on BTR.
Yeah.
Now I don't, and I can't do it. But if I, and again, enough people are doing a fine job reviewing it. They don't need me, so I had to just tap out. It's not good for my health.
Tom said he said this the other day. He goes, "If there's another season, I'm tapping out."
I heard he said that. Yeah, I heard him say that. Yeah.
He goes, Tom's like, I cannot do another season of STD. I'm done. Like Tom's like, I'm tapping, man.
Well, Mark, with this, I was dumb enough to watch the first season of Supergirl, and then I watched the first 2 episodes like an idiot. And when it went to CW, and the first season was bad enough. It went, it was worth all the way. But that fucking bullshit about, I was pretty pissed off by the first episode. The second one, what they did to Mon-El and Daxam, I was like, I'm out. Screw you.
Wait. What they did to Dream Girl too?
Dude, I was gone, but fuck that shit. I was gone by then. As soon as they screwed over Daxam, I said, fuck this show.
They turned Dream Girl into a transgender.
Good. They can do whatever they want. I'm not there. Fuck them in the face. No, I'm with you, but screw them. Exactly. So that's why I dumped out, man. So if they're going to do that to Mon-El, what are they going to do to the Legion?
Yeah, they totally screwed the entire Legion. Like, they screwed them over.
Yeah,
yeah.
How do you think from Lee back? I know, is he busy today?
I've looked at my Twitter and haven't.
Must be busy.
After the stream last night, I nodded out. I was gone, and apparently some shit show happened when I was asleep. So.
I don't know how you do it. My buddy Darth Haster, dude, that Supergirl show is insufferable to me, and I stuck with it for a while.
I'll tell you, I stuck with it because people kept asking me about it because they know I'm a huge DC fan. The minute I tapped out was when they did the Dream Girl, and they were like, "Well, Dream Girl isn't really Dream Girl." I was like, "Nope, I'm tapping out. Bye. I'm gone, guys. Bye. See ya." I was gone. I was gone.
Alpha Flight makes the MCU appearance. Guardian will be race swapped again. We will, you ain't kidding, man. You ain't kidding. Yeah, Mon-El, Dreaming. Oh, what they did to Mon-El. Oh my God. I mean, Krypton and Daxam were at war. I said, fuck you.
Yeah. Remember, Smart Steve, you can't say Power Girl because Power Girl is not proper. She's got a boob girl and actually had boob window and actually has a figure. So
welcome to the great Smart Steve number 68. Yeah. What's up, buddy?
I know. What's up, Smart Steve?
Let's see here. Probably because I think Supergirl's. Yeah, well, I'm not going to argue with you on that one, buddy. She is super cute. And
I would just say this: Girl? if you go look up Supergirl on certain places, there are some really good videos of her. Just saying.
She's a cutie. I love her. Anyway,
I love you, Smart Steve. Yeah, no, right.
Yeah. So again, is say it again. That's right. Keep saying it, buddy. Power Girl, Power Girl, Power Girl, Power Girl.
Power Girl is better.
And say boob window a lot too, because
Yeah. Window. Oh, boob window pisses them off so much.
Oh, they hate that, and that's why
I was saying that. I was like, Power Girl's awesome. She has a full figure and everything else. And I was like, before some idiot says boob window, I was like, yeah, she has a boob window. Get over it. And then they just came in and just froze. It was like, So
well, Wallace Wood gave us the boob window.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see. Speaking as president,
are you talking about 84?
Bro, Mark? My peeps from CW shows.
I know.
Speaking as president of all Caucasians, I would like to withdraw all my peeps from CW shows.
I know.
Hereby removing them for no reason.
Boob.
As anyone,
Be like Az whenever he burps, he goes boob.
Have they complained about Wonder Woman's boob armor? I'm sure they will. They complained about Mandalorian boob armor, so yeah. Jed, it goes beyond Power Girl's outfit. Under the new guidelines, the word girl is problematic because if you refer to them, if you remember, they're trying to remove gendered words, you gendering bastard.
Oh, yeah. Was Pelosi the idiot that screwed over Gary so much? She put on her Twitter profile that she's a grandmother and a daughter and something else, and you're not allowed to say that. She broke her own rules. Like, literally.
If you're still here, Purple, I hope you're not mad at us for all this toxic masculinity crap. It happens sometimes. We don't mean it.
Yeah.
But she's a beautiful lady too, so she understands, and she's not like that. It was just she
Purple's
knows
awesome.
Purple's amazing. But I don't know, man. I can't watch any goddamn thing. I love Cobra Kai, but I can't really watch much new of anything. What did I watch? I got to go watch some cartoons just to have something to watch now.
I've been watching anime and like some other stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's cool stuff. I mean, if you're into anime, that's great. I mean, I need superhero cartoons, and I can't get enough of them. But as far as shit, let's see, what did I watch recently? I'm trying to think. No, there ain't nothing. Right? I guess Wanda.
I've been I bit to ball it because people always ask me about it because I like Sabrina, and I'm like stuck like watching the Sabrina show. Because everybody's like, what do you think of Sabrina? I was like, oh god, no. So, but the first season was kind of decent. Second season, this third season, it's like 8 eps, 9. I'm on only I've watched 2 episodes. It's like how did I explain it? It's like watching STD. It is so bad. The Spans is good. I can't get through the episodes because that's how bad they are. The first season was decent. Second season was what are you doing? This third season of Sabrina is just like, oh my god. I just can't, because I love fantasy, horror, sci-fi. I cannot get through this next season of Sabrina, and I'm worried. Yes, Sabrina went just. It got, and it wasn't not bad. It just got. I can't. I just like. I'm struggling. And everybody's like, so how you doing, Sabrina? I was like, I can't, dude. I'm only on the 3rd episode. There's like, what is it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like 8 episodes left, and I'm struggling.
No, I got you. Almighty Sports Show. What's up, brother? Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
An old friend from the old
season,
days.
it got super dark. Yeah. First season was kind of funny. The second season went like they put the darkness.
You're welcome, Chris Persia, buddy. I love that. I mean, I just rewatched Earth's Mightiest Heroes for like the 5th or 6th, 8th time. I don't know what it was, man. Just a couple of months ago. Almost every other year. There's some shows that I really love. I've tried to, even though I want to binge them every year, I try to push them to like a 2-year or 3-year span so I can, kind of let a little time go. I got a few shows like that, and that's one of them. That I'll wait. Say, you know what? I want to watch that again, but no, I'm gonna give it a little bit more time, let it age a little more because I've already watched it a bunch of times. And usually these are short-lived shows, and that's way too shortly lived show. So yes.
Oh, did you talk about the Starfire creator that she drew herself as Starfire?
Oh yeah, we did. We covered that big time. Yeah, I am not Starfire. We handled that. Absolutely. It was pretty silly.
Oh god!
But everybody is now getting what they wanted. With the heroes that look like, get heroes that look like them. I hope they never make a hero that looks like me. Everybody would laugh. That's the last thing I want. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, same here. I mean, but we're not from that generation that wants heroes to literally look like them. Literally, not like,
Yeah, I don't want to look
like them.
Yeah, I don't want to look like Superman. I just want to have his powers, man.
Well, I mean, hey, I would shit, man, dude. I would love to look like him, but I don't. So I don't want them to make.
Yeah.
I don't want them to come down to me. That's when you get that problem of you take a superhero or some other character and you bring them down to your level rather than writing them where they're supposed to be and being inspiring. You know, all the great writers who've written great characters, they're not their characters. You know, all those people who contributed writing the great character like Captain Kirk, they can't do all the crap Kirk does, but they know
they
that.
can't.
They write it; it's fiction, and they create this character. And there are a lot of things that they put themselves in. In a sense, they put things from themselves in these characters, but they also put things they would like to see in themselves or aspire. That's when you get. That's what you do when you're creating great characters. Not like, for example, Hack Snyder or David Goyer, who take a character like Superman, and instead of making him inspirational and writing him up, in other words, writing him the way he's supposed to be, inspirational, positive, a great role model, and all these, and a set of great values and the responsible use of power. No, let's make Superman act like we would. When you see Man of Steel, for example, and Henry Cavill is a great actor. I think he's a great casting in that horrible costume. I think he's still a great casting. When you see him in that movie, he's not acting like Superman is supposed to act. He's acting like Zack Snyder and David Goyer would be acting if they had the powers. That's why he's not Superman. Okay?
Yeah.
That's why
I think if he had a decent person, because I know he said he watched the Christopher Reeve movies, and he said he intensely enjoyed them, but he can't. I think he's awesome. He's perfect for Superman, but the way they're directing him to be Superman is insane. You know?
Oh yeah, look again, and that's exactly right. He's a good casting. This was all on Snyder, really Nolan for hiring him. And
Gal Gadot is a good for Wonder Woman, but the way they direct her is terrible.
Exactly, Rod Thunderhart. Man of Steel is not Superman. I have a have a video where back in 2013, after I sat through that abomination and caused all the death threats and all the crap I got over it for years, even before leading up to it. I wrote a very, very, very long review. I mean, stupidly long, I admit it. And a few months back when I started this channel back this summer, I devoted a whole a whole video, a whole stream to me just reading my review and adding things and giving basically my take on Snyder's take on Superman and why I hate it so much. And so I got a video where I do read from my review of the film and expound upon, because a lot of water's gone under the bridge since then, expound upon why I think Hack Snyder's version of the DCEU is horrible, garbage, and filth. I know a lot of people like it. If you're a nice person and you like it, that's fine. I have friends who like it. We've had them on the show talking about it. But if you're a Snyder bot who worships him and you hate everybody and trash everybody for not liking it, that's when we have a problem.
Yeah, my buddy Lethal and Mara Jade and a bunch of people over at Geeks and Gamers, they love Snyder. But there's some people, but I'm not going to shit on my friends because they love it. But Mike, if you remember back when the New 52 started and then the Snyder Super, remember we got death threats over that crap.
I got so much crap. I had one guy making videos about me on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll say this to the people. Me and Mike have known each other for a long time. We literally got death threats and everything else just because of the Man of Steel movie and the New 52. Like literally.
Well, now people are all excited about the Snyder Cut. Let me tell you something about the Snyder Cut, folks. This is coming from the biggest hater of I don't hate Zack Snyder as a person. I mean, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I don't hate Zack Snyder as a person either.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm not trashing him as a person the way I would trash Jar Jar Abrams, who I do believe is a scumbag. Josh Whedon's a dirtbag. A lot of these people. Look, here's Hack Snyder. As a big fan of Watchmen, I'm a huge fan of the Watchmen comic book. For years, for the couple of years building up to that movie, I think he did mislead a lot of us, telling us he was going to get the story ending right, and he did not. I'm not going into a debate about the Watchmen movie right now. I'm just saying, so that kind of bothered me. When he got the job to do a quote-unquote Superman movie in which it wouldn't be titled that, and they would only use the word twice, He in his preliminary interview said, at first I was kind of reluctant because I don't even like Superman. I think he's a big dork. Look, I love Superman, but you're entitled to have that opinion if you don't like Superman. What I'm saying is, Christopher Crockett, my great friend Chris, what's up, buddy? If you're entitled to dislike anything you want, but if you don't like and respect Superman, like Richard Donner did, for example, I don't want you directing the goddamn movie. But Christopher Nolan and the powers that be hired the jackass. So he got in there and he basically he projected his own inadequacies into a character that I love, that a lot of people love, that's supposed to be hopeful and joyful. And he destroyed him, in my opinion, with that horrible movie. But when it comes to the Snyder Cut, look, I do believe that he got screwed over a little bit. Of course, a terrible, horrible tragedy happened in his wife's life, and so they rushed the thing through without him being able to be there. And what Whedon's version is dopey crap, and so. I don't care if Snyder never got to make it again. I wouldn't give a shit. But since he is given the chance to make it again, I'm not against it either. I'm indifferent. I don't care. I think it's going to be just 4 hours of a big crappy mess. But the people who are into that sort of thing are happy. Fine if you're a nice person and you're happy about it. Some of them are zealots, but not all. So my take on the Snyder Cut is, good for you if you're happy about it. And guess what? Spoiler alert, I'll watch it and talk about it, and I'll be unlike the people who worship him, who are going to love it no matter what. I will judge it fairly. If there's anything nice to say about it, it won't be easy because I don't like his take on it. I'll say it, and if there's nothing good to say about it, well, we know what I'm going to say.
I actually said the same thing because I had a few friends of mine said, "Well, are you going to watch it?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to watch it, but I'm going to fairly, like you just said, I'm going to if I see something like, hey, that was actually decent." I'm going to call him like, yeah, that was actually decent. But if there's a ton of just terrible stuff in it, I'm going to call it out like we did the first time,
Rod Thunderheart says, I've read, apparently they're going to I hate Flashpoint Paradox, by the way.
No.
If they really Flashpoint Paradox Superman, he'll be a murdering weirdo.
Yeah.
That's Flashpoint Superman. But I know what you're saying. I understand what you mean, though, Rod Thunderheart. Like, reboot him to the Christopher Reeve version. I highly doubt it, but if it's Cavill in the right costume and with good writers, but here's the problem. You're not going to get anything good from DC movies because J.J. Abrams is in charge. So that's over. Call it a day with DC. Let's see here.
I just
did you say yes? I call him Hack Snyder on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I think
I just got some news from somebody.
Okay, I'll be right there. But yes, personally, I do call him Hack Snyder. Jokingly speaking, because I don't hate him as a person, but I think he's a visually and very interesting film. He can make a visual film very well sometimes. I just don't think he ever makes good characters or anything like that. So in that sense, in my opinion, he's a hack. But our buddy Lord Thoth, I'll get right to you there, man. Hang on a second. I want to address some of these. Clobby, I think those of us growing up in the Silver Age hate a lot of what's going on with our comics characters in today's culture. We're purists. I've been called a purist. People called you a purist as an insult. I don't think so. I don't think it's an insult, but I'm not necessarily a purist in the sense I don't mind change. I don't mind certain things done to a character if they're good.
Yeah.
I'm close to a purist, but there are times I'll make allowances if you do something good.
Change isn't bad as long as it's good and it helps with the story and the character.
All right, Darth Astor, thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Let's see here. Let's see. I guess he didn't like me calling him a hack. Well, he is one. Sorry. Let's see. I stand by it, man. I love Superman. Loved him from my first comic in the 70s. I love Superman as well. We'll get to you in a second. Make sure we cover our list real quick. And then you can give us your news. Okay. Superman would never break Zod's neck. He wouldn't break Zod's neck because he's smart enough to find a way not to. And he doesn't kill. The real one does. Let's see. Snyder should direct the action sequences, then go away. Yeah. Or he should get a writer. I mean, well, it didn't help that you get an idiot like David Goyer, who's a total moron. So Marvel got Cap right. Why can't DC do the same with Supes? Because Snyder and now Abrams. That's why we never see Superman done well again. Superman would have just beat Zod over the head with a fan in the album cover. At least intrigued to see how different it is. Yeah. Uh, Probably hated. Let's see. You probably hated Smallville, but I actually liked it. You're more or less correct. I'm not into Smallville, and never did anything for me. I don't like the idea of a character running around supposed to be Superboy without a costume and all that stuff. It was boring to me. I respect many wonderful friends who love it, so I have the respect for it. Rod and a lot of nice and intelligent people who really love Smallville, so I'm at peace with it. Now, Jed, what did you have?
Okay. I got a rumor that Matt Damon is gonna be just told me that Matt Damon is gonna be in Love and Thunder. Somebody just told me that.
Well, as he was in Ragnarok, or is he going to play a character this time?
I don't know. It was just a rumor that he's like, hey, you want to know, son? Matt Damon possibly may be in Love and Thunder. So, and somebody, I just got this too. Michael Douglas just seemed to confirm that Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania will release in 2022. They don't say if it's going to be in the theaters or on Disney Plus.
It's cool. I'm sorry. Darth Vader, if you're still here, it's cool, man. I was just messing with you, buddy. Go ahead now. I'm sorry.
I'm betting it's probably going to be on Disney Plus because they've just destroyed the theaters. You know, here's my fear, and Gary said this too, and a bunch of other people saying this. Yeah, we can all have our opinions, you know.
Oh yeah, I was just messing with you, Darth. You know that, brother.
Yeah. My fear is they're gonna do what they did with Mulan, and they're gonna charge $30 for it, like for some things, and you already paying every month for Disney Plus or whatever, and they're like, hey, you got to buy this if you want to, you know. That's a real scummy way to do things, you know.
Actually, Mark with a C. And I love Whatever Happened Tomorrow is one of the greatest comics I've ever written. But he actually doesn't kill Lex. Brainiac and Lex kill each other, but it was he killed Mixius Pidalic. But yes, yeah.
Oh, Lord just said he has signed, because somebody just gave me that little nugget of info right there.
Yes, he signed to be in Love and Thunder.
Okay, it was. I got told as a rumor. Okay,
I'm not a big Matt Damon guy personally.
Yeah,
so. In fact, I even go far as to say Matt Damon.
So,
my buddy Smart Steve liked MOS. Well, you, sir, are fired and canceled and all that stuff. I'm just kidding. Dude, let me tell you something. Here we can have all the opinions, and everybody. Nobody ever has to agree with me. Of course, if you don't, I'm definitely going to come to your house while you're asleep and put whipped cream all over your face or something. I don't know. Just kidding. Not gonna do anything. And there's the thing: we have our opinions, and I love various opinions. And they're all opinions are welcome here. And if you don't agree with me, I hate your country. But yeah, I love that. I love that comic, Mark with a C. Yeah, say Steve, Smart Steve knows we love him. What I was impressed with was the updated Smallville from 1938 to 1989, and making the villains new updates. No, look, a lot of people love the show, man. It's cool.
Why can't we just have a continuation of the adventures of Clark and Lois and Clark? You know,
I didn't like that. You like that show?
I liked Lois and Clark. You know, with Dean Cain and them, I liked that show. Actually, it wasn't that bad. I liked it.
Oh, I got a correction that I forgot to look at earlier.
What?
From Mr. Perishable. Your Irene was Irene Ryan, not Irene Dunn. I was thinking of somebody else. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, Irene Ryan.
Irene Ryan. Correction, everyone. I got it wrong.
That was my aunt. Yeah.
And I had a correction. Irene Ryan. Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I never got to meet her because she died before I was born. So.
You know, I've always found it really tough to meet people that died before you were born. I mean, I've tried it.
But she was my great aunt, but I never got she died about a couple years before I was born. So
I got you. I hear you, man. Damon,
Matt Damon is currently in Australia with Thor shit. But that movie's just gonna turn into a shit fest, man. I just
Which one?
Love and Thunder. It's just have you seen Natalie Portman? She could barely hold the hammer when they were introducing her on stage. What makes you think she's gonna be able to be Lady Thor? It's just ridiculous.
I got you. Lois and Clark. I'm the only one that doesn't like Lois and Clark. Was okay.
Yeah.
Goofy. I mean, I didn't like his costume. At least it was the right costume. It was too bright blue or whatever. But I just a buddy of mine called it right. He called it Lois and Clark: The Harlequin Adventures of Superman.
It had Terry Hatcher too. So
well, it has anything with Terry Hatcher's not all bad, man. I love her. I like Dean Cain fine. I just don't. I mean, the show just I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. You got to understand. I'm a geek. You talk about. I'm not necessarily what you call a purist all the time.
Well, Clark is a bit of a goof anyway. So Christopher Reeve did the goof thing.
I'm not. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the stories were just kind of not my bag. Nothing against it. Although when I was
Lois and Clark was better than Smallville was, though. So
I totally agree with that, Lord Thoth. Ragnarok there was fun stuff in it, and it did a lot of damage. There's so many things looking back that is wrong with fucking Thor Ragnarok, man.
Yeah. I agree with that. It just
First, I don't know where to begin with all the problems I have with Thor Ragnarok. I can't stand him. The way they made him look in the movie, having him his eye gouged out, taking the Thor. You're not the god of hammers, and just making him just lightning lad with his powers. I like Thor. I like Mjolnir. I like Thor, the hammer being part of Thor. Fuck. Taiki Waititi. What?
Taiki Waititi.
Yeah, Taiki Waititi. Woke titty as the great Doomcock calls him.
Well, here's the thing about the new thing. Guardians of the Galaxy was supposed to come out first, and then it was going to be Love and Thunder. But they're saying that Love and Thunder is going to come out because Chris Hemsworth is only in for 2 more movies. But now that they're bringing Robert Downey Jr. and they're bringing Chris Evans back, what makes you think they're not going to bring him back now too? So,
yeah. Why did they kill Odin? Why did they destroy Asgard? And I don't know. I mean, look, the Thor Hulk stuff's fun. That's about it. I mean,
well, here's the thing: a lot of stuff that they've done in Endgame is going to be undone by WandaVision. Think about that one.
Yeah, it could be.
WandaVision is gonna make everything that happened in Endgame non-void.
Did they forget, by the way, by the time Endgame rolls around, that Thor had a fake eye? They just acted like that fat Thor didn't have one. Well, I hated so much of what they did in Endgame, and I hated so much what they did in Ragnarok. I loved Infinity War, but I mean, I don't know.
Infinity War I was the only one in the theater that was like, yeah, this is awesome. Everybody's like crying. I was like, you guys do know what this means, don't you? We're going to have the big badass. And then, Endgame comes and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes, really? It's just bloody hell.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're doing. Endgame was the highest they're ever going to be in the MCU. So they painted themselves into a corner on that one. So they're like, okay, Phase 4 is the start of the new MCU, or as Gary and them say, MCU.
MCU.
Yeah. We're going to go back all the way to like 2015, 2016, where it's Marvel Now and all that other crap where it was just god awful. And it was so bad they had to cancel the line and bring Tony and Thor back, and they had to bring Cat back. They had to bring everybody back because the comics weren't selling. So they had to bring everybody back.
They're going to do that. Lord Thoth, that's actually an interesting point. Lord Thoth says, my wife hated Fat Thor. She was like, why do that to the only reason she watched a superhero movie? And she's not alone. There are a lot of women that watched it they did it for a stupid sight gag. And another thing, here's the problem. Thor already went through all that horrible crap in Ragnarok, and he went through a lot of bad stuff in Infinity War. Then by the end of Infinity War, he was back to being badass Thor again. And then look, the fat Thor thing is stupid in so many ways. Why could a what's the point of being a magical godlike being from Asgard if you can gain weight? I don't want to see me on a damn screen.
It was a joke that went on for too long, and they totally screwed it up.
And if you're gonna do the fat Thor joke, do it quick. Like when you have him do something. Look, this is a superhero fantasy movie anyway, so screw it. Let him pick up Stormbreaker, or when he goes to Asgard, his mother or something, or when he gets when Mjolnir comes, and let it just restore him to himself. Something, make it magic, but do it if you want. I don't even like any of it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying if you're gonna do a dumb, goofy ass joke, at least make it quick. It was the whole movie. Why do we need to see Thor being pathetic again?
Yeah,
more pathetic. Thor is not fun.
Oh, well, here's the thing. What they're going to do, and I'll tell you this, with the Fantastic Four, you know how bad they're going to destroy the Fantastic Four?
Don't even get me, dude. I have...
Oh, it's going to be god-awful. it's going to be...
Don't get me started on what's going to happen.
Here's what's probably going to happen. Reed's probably going to get a sex change, turn into a woman, and then Sue and him are going to be lesbian lovers. Thing's going to be transgender, and Johnny's probably going to be black, Latino, or something else. Okay? Yep. And they're going to have little Robbie the annoying robot probably in the thing, too.
The reason Thor... Chris Hemsworth is that he wanted to do comedy. Well, can he go do comedy somewhere else?
Because
he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Of course, this is an idiot that let himself get talked into doing Ghostbusters 2016. So
yeah,
I like old Chris Hemsworth. I mean, I question his decision.
2016 was the keystone that knocked all this stuff off, too. By the way, if you remember,
Mark with a C. I don't want it to happen. I don't want them touching the Fantastic Four. Let me tell you something, and I'm just gonna. This is the truth. This is fact check true that the universe has spoken. This is the universe speaking, not me. Right now. This is the universe talking to all of you. All of the gods, all of the celestials, everybody. Galactus himself endorses this opinion. There's only one, there may be some others, only one motherfucker that should ever be trusted to make a Fantastic Four movie, and you're listening to a stupid voice right now. Me! Me. I am the only fucker on the planet! On the planet, goddammit! I'm to be making a Fantastic Four movie! Damn it, Jen!
Okay, listen to this. Do you remember when things we hate that you hate? I'm gonna bring up an opinion. Remember we were joking about this on my podcast yesterday?
Yes.
I'm gonna bring up a thing that a lot of people probably won't. I like the Roger Corman version of the Fantastic Four.
Well, that was never supposed to be made. Let me tell you, it's still a bad movie.
Well, okay, let's be honest. That was the closest you're ever gonna get to them being a realistic Fantastic Four.
Movie. I mean, look, it's kind of
it was
in hindsight, it's cute, but it's still not an objectively good.
And they blew all their budget on the Johnny Storm scene, not less.
That movie looks like Orson Welles made it compared to Fan Four Stick. I get it.
I know. So,
the point stands, everyone. Nobody is allowed to make a Fantastic Four movie but me. Now,
there are
a couple of people that I would trust with it. A couple of people.
Well, let's hear who these people are.
Let's see. Let me see if here's a list of people I would trust in charge of, with complete control over a Fantastic Four movie.
Let's hear this.
Let's see here. Lord Doomcock. End of list.
Gary. Gary.
Well, Gary doesn't want to. He doesn't want to write. But yeah, I mean, I would trust Gary. Yes.
Like if I could ever give. Here's my thing. If I could ever give Doctor Who to somebody, I'd give it to Gary.
Gary never really wants to. He says he doesn't really like to make stuff. But yeah, I mean, I would trust Gary, of course. But Doomcock is a writer.
Yeah, and I would trust Lord Doomcock with that with all my life. Like,
Yes, I would trust him. And other than him, now again, I still trust nobody more than me with a Fantastic Four movie. But if they don't let me do it, and they say, "But you get to pick one guy," I'm pointing at the man in the mask, Mr. Lord.
And I was like, and okay, they're like, okay, we're gonna do a Fantastic Four movie, and you can give the Doctor Who over to somebody. Okay, I'm gonna go give it to Gary Neurotic, Doctor Who, Fantastic Four. Let's give that to Doomcock. We set.
Yep, and he can direct it with his helmet on the whole time. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no. In other words, they're never going to please me with the Fantastic Four movie.
Or
now, I'll tell you that here's the challenge, everyone. It's not a question of whether they make a good Fantastic Four movie. That's not going to happen. Here's the question.
oh, it's not gonna happen.
No, but here's the question. And let's leave the Roger Corman movie out. For one thing, was not intended to ever be released.
Yeah, it wasn't,
So
and I got like 3 copies.
We're going to be nice and exclude it for a second. I don't like the Sony movies that much, but I mean, I don't hate them. They're just not really. They're pretty underwhelming. But here, well, those two exist, and piece of shit Fan Four Stick exists. Here's the question. Here's the thing: will anything they make be worse than Fan Four Stick? That's the challenge. Now, I believe they're down to the challenge, not up to it.
Oh, I believe it's going to be worse.
But that's the only question: is will it be worse?
They're no, okay. Here's the thing, and this is going to be true. And Lord and everybody else in the chat, they're not going to allow 4 white people to be the Fantastic Four. They're not.
No, they're
not with the climate these days.
Automatically, it's garbage.
Yeah.
It's dead on arrival. Well, they're already given the hint away. They've cast Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah.
As a black dude, and he's a descendant of Reed Richards.
Yeah. So how's this going to happen? They're going to they'll probably have a Black Reed. They're going to have that Galactus Cloud. But
by the way, everyone, look. And I want to make something clear about this. The race changed about comic books, like what they did with Johnny Storm with Michael B. Jordan. Okay.
Oh,
all right. This is. I mean, I just say this just for setup, just so people will know. One of probably the greatest Fantastic Four fan I know. Even I put him above me as the ultimate Fantastic Four fan. Is a very dear friend of mine. Who is I made him an admin of my Clobberin Times Baxter Building Basement Facebook group, which you should all join if you do Facebook.
Yeah, it's a good group, guys. I'm in there.
He's a gentleman by the name that I've befriended online for many years. He's an artist and a little bit older than me even. His name is J.A. Flood. I've had him on my show before. I'm going to try to get him on here to talk some more.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know him on my other account.
J.A. Flood, again, a bit older than me, happens to be a black gay gentleman, and I only mention his race. I'm unlike an SJW. Race means nothing to me. I care about the person. However, he has said many times, and he loves the Fantastic Four. He hates Fantastic. He said, Johnny Storm. This is the words of a black man now. Johnny Storm is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white boy, and I want him to cast just like that. When they started coming out with rumors of Peter Parker being gay, he's a gay man. He said, Peter Parker's straight. He needs to be cast that way. He wants Reed Richards and Sue Storm Richards and Ben Grimm. He wants them cast exactly like they are in the comic books, and Johnny Storm. He doesn't like all the race swap crap. He is no right winger. He's a far left winger, as a matter of fact, politically. We get along and we're friends. And he wants to see what he read in comic books for all those years. He doesn't give a shit about the fact that they're white people. He loves the characters. He loves the Fantastic Four with all of his heart. And if they cast it fucked up like they're probably going to do, he will be the first one bitching about it. Right with me. I forgot he's the other one that I would trust making a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
Because
I will say, Fudd's awesome because I've talked to him over the newest times of the years with Mike here and stuff, and we all crack jokes and everything else. None of that race stuff. We're just all good friends and stuff.
Point being, he doesn't care that the Fantastic Four are whiteies. He grew up loving it. He loves the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't care about. On other things, yes, he's into politics. I'm not into. When it comes to his comics, he thinks they should be cast the way they are in the comic books. Is that racist? No.
I will bring.
I'm fucking racist if you didn't think Michael B. Jordan should be the Human Torch, and it's stupid.
Yeah. I will bring up one point, and this. Remember, you've heard me say this several times over the years. If they cast a white guy as Black Panther, do you know the amount of just hell they would get? Yeah, think about that.
Yeah,
but yeah, if they cast Black Panther as a white guy, that would be total hypocrisy. Oh, you can't do that. Why you do that? but it's okay to cast Johnny Storm as a black guy. Nobody gave any shit to that.
I can name you one time that I can only think of one that may have happened again somewhere else. Fresh News 24/7. What's up, man? Where a character who was black was turned white, and that was the Battlestar Galactica reboot.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, I can't think of one. And again, I'm against that. But again, people like that show, so they don't care. But the point being is, just don't. Race changes are just done for superficial reasons anyway. Honestly, you cast to your strength. Be traditional. The fans who are going to buy tickets are there. Anyone else will buy it and go check it out. Don't go woke. Go woke. Go broke, buddy. Fantastic Foursome. Fantastic Foursome. Triple X parody. Yes. Let's see. Our new friend is popping. Fresh News 247. Remember in Ultimate Universe when Scarlet and Quicksilver was innocent, but who was the twins' father in the Ultimate Universe? I didn't read Ultimates, so I don't know. You'll have to.
that Ultimate Universe.
I didn't like Ultimates.
I will say
Ultimates, but a lot of people did like them. So Fresh News, you'd have to tell me who the father was. I don't know.
I would say the MCU is kind of like the Ultimate Universe in a way. It's really bad.
It borrows from it a little bit, but it doesn't. But the Ultimate Universe is some pretty vile, vicious stuff.
Oh, the Ultimate Universe is just
it's nasty.
Bad.
Superficially, it does borrow from the Ultimate Universe, like with the Nick Fury casting and things like that. But for the most part, it's not as vile or portraying the characters as monstrous as
they were this
universe.
Yeah.
And again, look, let me tell you something. The only thing I respect about the Ultimates universe is back when that came out, when Marvel put out the Ultimates, they didn't do like the Screw 52 and just totally wipe out their one universe and make you buy
I know.
They said, look, this is an alternate universe. If you want to still buy 616, which was not very good, mind you, but it was still the 616. You can have the regular universe, but you can have this universe with the characters that are aimed at older readers. They gave you a choice, so I had no problem with doing an Ultimates. If they keep it from kids,
That was the one screw up I've always said about DC. They went full on. Hey, we're screwed. Everything's gone. They could have just said, "Hey, this is the alternate universe. We still have the classic line. You guys can have both." But no.
He forced Thor to bear her child, so I can't wait for that in the MCU. Yeah, and the father was Wolverine in the Ultimate. So I didn't read it, so I did not know that. So thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I want to see Luke Cage is a redhead. I don't either, man. Let's see here. I started reading comics because of Ultimate Marvel and a B&B. Well, like I say, man,
are you talking about Robert Meyer Burnett?
No, B&B says.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what B&B is. But thing is, Fresh News, look, hey, man, people like what they like. That's cool. It's just saying it wasn't my bag. But a lot of people do like Ultimate. It was perfectly fine. Just wasn't for me. I was at a party while Fan Stick was being filmed here. So was I, by the way. And asked husband and wife production assistant team why didn't they use any of the 50-plus year history of the FF instead of the crap they did. And let's see, they gawped at me and said 50 years. I was at a party in Baton Rouge, the same thing, because if it was filmed right down the street from me, I had to look at that goddamn studio every day on my way to work where they were destroying the Fantastic Four, and even delivered to it one time and hurt myself. And I met a lot of people who were there with the set. Josh Skank destroyed a house.
Oh yeah. I heard a ton of stories from the film.
Yeah, I'm not a big Bendis fan, personally, buddy. Let's see.
Bendis screwed up a ton of stuff.
I'm native, but I grew up idolizing Superman. I didn't think, well, gee, I like the idea, but I just wish he was native. I was adopted by a farm family and identified with Superman growing up. Well, yes, and here's the thing. Identifying with the character doesn't mean looking like them physically.
Yeah.
Identifying with their ideals and the things they do and say and their actions is where I identify with Superman. You don't have to be able to fly to identify with Superman or to do anything like that. I went on to bore them with my cliff notes of the NFL FF history there. Good.
Good, Claude. I'm glad to see that.
They thought it was just a movie. Yeah, a lot of people do. They don't know comics. I didn't wish Superman was black, gay, a woman, or whatever. How non-SJW of you. Brian Michael Bendis. Okay, Bendis.
Oh, okay.
I got you. Yeah, that's right. Okay. It's just that I'm not a big Bendis guy, but he's famous, he's popular. And when it comes to FF, I feel like it's going to happen. It's going to be an Ant-Man movie rather than a Civil War movie.
Well, get this. What Rod said, I didn't wish Superman was black, gay, a woman, or any. We've had every single one of those already except for the gay Superman. Literally. They had the black Superman in the alternate world where he's the king in the world. They had the woman. They had the world where all the people, there was no guys in the world, and they were all women. And then they had, they had that one world. It was all the alternate worlds and stuff. So, Rod, you're right. They've had every single Superman, the gay Superman, so far.
It's coming, if you'll pardon me.
Yeah.
It's on the way. That'll be happening soon. That's right. The great actor Reg Cathy, who was unfortunately for him stuck in that Fan Four Stick movie. He was also Luke Cage's father on the Netflix show. He ran through him at a Barnes and Noble there.
Oh, did you hear? I don't know if you heard this. They're bringing the actor back that played Daredevil on Netflix, and they're bringing the person that did Jessica Jones from Netflix. They're bringing everybody back. This is just a rumor, so don't take this as real. But I've heard that they're bringing everybody back except for the person who played Iron Fist, because they want to recast him.
They ought to recast him.
Well, they need to. Everybody was perfect except for the guy that was Iron Fist.
I can't give you a good reason why, but I watched every one of those Netflix shows.
They're even bringing Punisher back, probably. The guy who plays Punisher, yeah.
I don't know. He might not do it. You never know, because they're canceling Punisher. Superman's running. Lane became Superwoman. Yeah, we've all had Superman's reminder. She became Superwoman. When did she become Superwoman? Anyway, Bendis from Firefly.
Lana Lang became Superwoman. I remember that.
I forgot what I was on now. I forgot where I was going. Oh well, doesn't matter. I guess I had something and I lost it because I had that kind of memory.
Yeah.
But damn it! I hate when that happens.
What was it about? Was it about?
Oh yeah, Iron Fist. Thank you.
Okay.
He was the man. Look, the Netflix TV shows. I was an idiot and watched all of them. The only one I loved was Daredevil, and I loved it all. I had some issues with the third season, but I love that show. The other ones, I watched all of. I'm so friggin' stupid. I watched both seasons of Iron Fist, which sucks.
Here's my thing. They could have done. Iron Fist was a bad show, but it started getting good and into the lore of Iron Fist at the end of the second season, and they cancel it.
So bad at the end of that.
I know. And I was just like, oh, why couldn't they do this the first season?
A moment.
Yeah. But I want to see him back. I want to see all those characters back, because he was the perfect Luke Cage, perfect Jessica Jones, perfect Daredevil, and they need to get Leonardo, the guy that played Fist, back as Kingpin. They need to get him back, like D'Onofrio. They didn't,
And I'm so with Lord Thoth on that. Daredevil was great, especially the first two seasons. Even though I hated them waiting forever to give him his costume at the end in the first season.
That's
only knock on that. Power Man, yeah, you better call him Power Man, buddy. I'm with you there. Again, I love the guy playing him. He's really good. Again, early on, nothing happened. Here's the thing: Luke Cage, Power Man, Jessica Jones, even the Punisher. All those shows and Iron Fist, all of them were the same exact show. They had a Marvel character in it running around doing things a little bit here and there that were Marvel character things. But for the most part, they were goddamn soap operas filled with a bunch of bullshit. Pad it out. And if you have to pad out a show and it's only 13 episodes anyway, whatever it is, 12, whatever it was, okay, you got a problem. And they were boring bullshit. I watched both seasons of Jessica Jones, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Well,
God.
The last one that they dropped, the last series they dropped was Jessica Jones season 3. I watched the first episode, and I said, fuck, I can't do this anymore. So I dumped.
That frustrated because they did that in every single one of the shows. They padded them out. And That's the reason why I'm having a problem watching Sabrina, because they're padding them out. They're not getting to the point.
David Tennant was fantastic.
Yeah, he was.
Even still, I wanted them to call him the goddamn Purple Man and make his skin purple at least once when that. But still, he was great. D'Onofrio's great. The Punisher show, really wanted to like that show. He was great on Daredevil. Then his first season, I was he didn't. The first episode starts out where he's punishing somebody. The rest of the time, he's a whiny bitch, and it's a little anti-gun crap. And it's like, shut up. And then the second season, it's got the first couple episodes are pretty good. I thought, where they had some pretty cool stuff in it. Then it just kind of, I thought it was too much of the Jigsaw crap. It was kind of okay.
Yeah.
And then I like Bernthal. I'm not even a Punisher fan. I'm not a Punisher guy.
Yeah, I'm not a Punisher, but I liked him as the Punisher, though.
Yeah. Well, that's a good one.
And then there was another reason why they didn't make him purple, was because the normies wouldn't understand why David Tennant was purple.
At least he wore a purple suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to compromise, because they're like, okay, because David Tennant even said, I'll put you can make me purple. I don't care. I want to, but the producers, they didn't want to do it. So
it wasn't so much that the guy playing Iron Fist was bad. I just thought the show was badly written. And there was one time I liked him though. I didn't like Defenders much either, because I didn't hate.
They screwed up Defenders.
I resent calling them Defenders anyway. They should have called it Marvel Knights or something. Defenders, not that. But anyway, I won't go there. Anyway, one episode of Luke Cage, where Iron Fist shows up after they already met in Defenders. And they have one episode that should have been called Power Man and Iron Fist, and that episode was pretty cool because I wanted to see them together. Man, I love Power Man and Iron Fist comic. I've always loved it.
Oh my god,
that's really good.
Yeah,
and when they went around fighting some guys. I mean, didn't last long. And there was even a scene where they showed this guy he said Power Man and Iron Fist shirts.
Power Man and Iron Fist are those are some of my treasured comics in my collection, because I love both of them. But Heroes for Hire, I love that.
That's why it was great on Earth's Heroes. They had a couple of episodes with Power Man and Iron Fist. That was great.
I know, and I was like, I've been waiting like 20, 30 years for a show with Power Man and Iron Fist in it,
I'm mildly excited, not a lot considering Marvel's direction, but I'm mildly interested in was it Simu Liu, or I can't say the name, sorry, Shang-Chi, am I saying that right, Steve Mitchum? Playing Shang-Chi. I love him on Kim's Convenience. They're working around him in California. Well, I love Master of Kung Fu, but I'm already pissed off that they didn't pay the extra right to get the rights to use Fu Manchu, although we all know why they didn't and couldn't.
Yeah, there's a reason why they didn't.
Yeah, I'm going to be the proper Mandarin, so I hate the Mandarin being a master of Kung Fu villain. Really pisses me off.
It's going to be twice they screwed over the Mandarin, and once in Iron Man and now in Shang-Chi,
Yes, I'm not too. And by the way, I would love to see a good Moon Knight show like they're talking about, but I have no faith in them.
Okay, especially who's gonna play him. That wasn't the right casting to play Moon Knight. I'm sorry.
I don't even know the casting.
It was one of the guys from the stupid Disney sequels. So I wasn't happy.
Well, whoever it is, they're gonna screw up Moon Knight big time, and that could be such a good show.
Oh, do you know how good of a show that could be? I've been wanting a Moon Knight. I've been wanting the She-Hulk show. I've been wanting Iron Fist, Power Man. I've been wanting all these shows, and then we finally get them, and then they screw them up.
Look, and here's one of my biggest problems about Fresh News with them calling it Defenders. Oscar Isaac is playing.
I don't think he's going to do a good job.
I like him as an actor, but I don't know about him as Moon Knight. I mean, maybe. But
no,
he's a good actor.
He doesn't have the oomph to play Moon Knight.
I'm not arguing with you. I just don't know. I mean, you never know. I think he's a pretty good actor, but is it going to be Mark Spector? And he can play.
It's going to be Mark. It's going to be Mark Spector.
But will he be able to do all those different personalities and shit? Well, I don't know. But Defenders should have been and all. They could have branched out and made a movie. Now that you have Doctor Strange and Hulk, now that they've got a way to bring in Silver Surfer and Submariner and the real Valkyrie, not the stupid one from Ragnarok and Endgame. Man, it would have been cool to see a real Defenders movie, but then
I know. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
Exactly right, Mike. You are damn skippy. Lord Thought. Defenders is Hulk, Doctor Strange, Silver Surfer, Namor, and I would add Nighthawk and Valkyrie, and there were a bunch of other members later. But
there's more than just that in there too.
Everybody, I can't stand Eric Larson, but did anyone read that comic from the early 2000s? Was written mostly by Busiek and him, where was a new Defenders series that lasted like 11 issues or so, and they brought back the original group because one of their earliest villains that they fought, I forgot his name, I forgot which one it was now, he cursed them to whenever anytime he was the first villain they fought, anytime somebody would call on one of them, all of them would be transported no matter where they were to the same spot, and Hulk and Doctor Strange and Silver Surfer and Namor were the ones that would always be transported, and they hated each other's guts. God, it was a friggin' fun comic. It was really good.
Lord Thought just said Son of Satan would be problematic. Well, they did a Son of Satan TV show on Hulu, and they totally screwed it up.
They already did Son of Satan?
Yeah, they already did Son of Satan. They didn't call him Satan. They screwed it up completely, and I was so furious.
Steve Mitchum, if you're talking about, I didn't know they did that, by the way. How do you feel?
Yeah, it was on Hulu. It's bad.
Wow, I did not know that. Damn.
It was. I made it through the first episode and dumped it. It was that bad.
I know Gary's a big Son of Satan fan, but
he didn't like it either. He was furious. He was mad like I was.
How do you feel about Iron Fist? He's practically, Steve Mitchum, I love Iron Fist. I love the character from the comic anyway. The show, not too much.
I don't think Gary even finished it like I did, because I didn't finish. I think he watched one episode and just was done like I was.
I'm with you there, Fresh News. They should have called Defenders Marvel Knights or something. That's more like the comic anyway. But that early 2000s Defenders, if you can ever find those comics, and they're cheap everywhere. Again, it was like 11, 12 issues, whatever it was. If you don't like, Eric Larson's a prick, but he did the art for a lot of it. But Busiek wrote it. Pure, ridiculous, great fun. That was a fun comic. And every issue that, they hated each other's guts. And they kept getting transported to different places together, and it was so funny. And they had each issue was narrated by one of the different characters, and when they got to the Hulk issue, him narrating it, instead of saying like one of them says Doctor Strange, Silver Surfer, Namor, he said was it Dumb Magician, Shiny Man, Fish, Fish Man, and Sword Girl. In other words, and he said he hated it. Me and traveling with Avengers, Defenders, Hulk can't stand Avengers. He came with Avengers. See, there's the thing. To normies, the Hulk's an Avenger.
Yeah.
In comics, he was an Avenger for a couple of issues, and after that, every time I see him in movies running around with the Avengers, I'm always like, he's really a fucking. He's a Defender.
Yeah, he's a Defender. He wasn't an Avenger.
The show was called Hellstorm, man.
It was bad.
Well, they canceled it, so good.
It was on Hulu, and it was super bad. It just came out a couple months ago, too.
No, I don't keep up with any new comics, Jeff. Fresh News says, are you guys keeping up with Jason Aaron's Avengers? It's so bad. I believe you, dude, because I can't stand any modern stuff anyway. So, but thanks for the information. Anyone who is thinking about catching up to that, I hear it's bad, and there's some more confirmation on it for sure. Satana wasn't a redhead? Well, screw that. Holy shit. Character's name was Damon?
Mm-hmm.
Hellstorm? But show and reboot comic of the 90s was Hellstorm. Yeah.
And they just came out with one on Hulu, and it was super bad. And he wasn't even...
Retro, thank you, buddy. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, it just... I couldn't. I was just like, yeah, I'm not... I'm not They totally screw up the comic.
Yeah, Lord Thoth. That's the way. Even when I like the MCU movies, but yeah, every time I see Hulk in there, I just go, it's just weird. He's a defender to me, and a loner. I mean, other than when Doctor Strange is tricking him into helping them.
Yeah.
Did you know you're all familiar with the Justice League cartoon by Bruce Timm? Of the Cartoon Network. I'm sure you're all familiar with the Justice League, and then there was Justice League Unlimited. They had an episode that was an homage to the Defenders.
Oh yeah, I
They
love that episode.
Monsters, and they had Doctor Fate was basically Doctor Strange. Namor was basically Aquaman with a stupid hook. Hawk Girl was basically Valkyrie, and of course Solomon Grundy was basically the Hulk. That was a really good one.
I gotta say something. You just reminded me. Did you hear that they want to bring back the Batman and the Bruce Timm stuff from the '90s and redo it?
Yeah, we talked about that last night.
I'm not kidding. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, it's look, if it's not Bruce, and even Bruce Timm scares me now. Some of the stuff he's done.
Yeah, he does, because he's kind of went wonky in his old age.
If it's he did that stupid Gods and Monsters thing. But if it's not Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, it's dead on arrival to me.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like how the Animaniacs, they brought it back and everybody's watched the first episode and then dropped it. Animaniacs was, oh my god, it was bad.
Wow. Lord Thoth has been collecting Avengers since the 70s. Dude, that's a big collection there, man. 9 months ago he dropped it from his pull list. Man, that's
damn, dude.
I stopped buying when the Avengers started becoming an army owned by the government with 50 different titles. I just got rid of it.
Yeah.
That's amazing, dude.
I had to say, Lord, that the Justice Society is my favorite team too. I'm a huge JSA, Justice Society, All-Star Squadron, my favorite. Too. Yeah, they don't give those heroes the amount of respect that they deserve. Never. DC hasn't done that in years.
I love Dr. Fate too, also, Lord Thoth. Let's see, I'm sure they want to bring back Bruce Timm for HBO Max. Apparently they want to do 90s X-Men as well. You know what's funny about Bruce Timm is he's on record. He hates Thor, by the way, but he loves.
Yeah, he does.
Before he started doing DC cartoons, he was a Marvel guy. He never, other than Batman and Superman, he didn't like DC much. But he's done some good stuff, even though I got some problems with him. On the DC side, I enjoyed Constantine until they canceled it. Yes, Purple, that's a good show. And then I hear they really kind of messed him up when they had Matt Ryan go to the CW, but the CW.
Oh God, when it went to the CW, Constantine was awesome in a TV show. But when they went to the CW, he got downgraded, and he turned into a kind of how would Johnny Lawrence in Cobra Kai say it? Pushy-ish.
Rod Thunderheart, that's sad, but figures. He says, I loved Bruce Timm, but past tense, he's woke, he's catering, he's doing everything he can to stay relevant. And the thing, not only that, not too long ago, I saw him in an interview that really disturbed me, where he was talking about the 4th season of Batman the Animated Series, where he changed the art up quite a bit and stuff. And I liked the way Batman looked. I was not thrilled with some stuff in that season. I didn't like Barbara Gordon being in the Batcave, that kind of stuff. And I didn't like them having. I didn't like bringing in Timmy Drake and have Dick Grayson in the stupid Nightwing outfit. That was just me. But he said he changed it. He said I can't even go back and look at those old seasons now. I'm like, are you out of your mind?
That's because he's drunk the Kool-Aid now. That's the reason why.
It's his show. I get it. So artists a lot of times don't like their own work. So it's nothing horrible, but I'm just like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah, like
Purple Valkyrie, love those comics too. Yeah. Oh yeah, my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Sandman and stuff is great. That's the Lord. Yeah. Oh man, that's a bunch of great stuff. We got on a comics talk, man. We don't do that much. Well, comics, movies talk. If they bring back Batman the Animated Series the way they bring back everything else, I suppose if we don't get lucky and they don't bring it back like Cobra Kai level great, it will be embarrassing and it'll be horrible.
Well, I will say this: I think Cobra Kai is the template to how you do things right now. Honestly, it is the template. Yeah, it's the template to how you, if you want to be successful, pay homage to the past while doing the present and the future. You know?
Here's why it won't be good, though. Here's why they will screw it up.
Yeah, I know they
As
will.
far as the animated series, they've already proven that they have no respect for the animated series. Because I think my buddy Mark C would go after me on this. I don't think it was Tim that had a lot to do with Harley and Ivy, Harley Quinn, and that last thing they did, Harley Quinn, Batman. Which one? With that last movie they did, I forget the name of it. The one with
Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh hell no, that's the greatness. That last one they did a couple years ago with Batman.
Oh, you're talking about the recent ones, so yeah.
Like Batman and Harley Quinn movie. That was based on the animated series. It was a vile piece of filth, and I know it wasn't all Tim's fault. He was maybe a producer on it or something like that. I guess I don't know if he had anything to do with it or not. So Mark C, don't jump my shit. I'm just saying, Tim is a woke wiener too. Sometimes you can love his work and still acknowledge that the guy's one of these woke weenies. I love Bruce Timm's work, but anyway. So that's not to hear that he's still capable of doing good stuff. We'll see. My thing is, DC is the problem more than anything else because they also made a cartoon, which is one of the most disgusting pieces of shit. You can call me a prude all you want. Yes, I cuss, but I'm still a prude in some ways, I guess, if I think a cartoon shouldn't be indecent. And there's a piece of shit cartoon about about Harley Quinn that they made for the DC app. Now they put it all over, which is vile, disgusting garbage that has, they curse. Yeah, we're cursing on our show, but we're not making a cartoon for kids right now. It's a cartoon that is theoretically looks like it's aimed at kids anyway. And it's got the most horrible scenes in it. It's got disgusting jokes. It's got vile blood and guts all over it. And it's got all kind of sexual crap in it, just like the the Batman Harley movie did as well. It's horrible. It is fucking.
I haven't watched any of that.
It's so bad, dude. And the thing is, I can see some little kid with with the DC app on his phone or something, and he's sitting there in his kitchen when his mom's cooking or something, and he's hearing dialogue going motherfucker, and because it's all over it. I mean, and they talk like we do, and this is a cartoon that looks like a cartoon for everybody, especially kids. Batman cursing, Commissioner Gordon cursing, all this vile shit. I'm sure. What are you watching? Oh, it's just a Batman cartoon, mommy. No, it's not.
Yeah, no.
DC, you should be ashamed of yourself, but you're not because you have no shame to allow anybody to animate your characters in a cartoon fashion that looks like a cartoon for kids and everyone with that kind of vile shit all over it. You disgust me. Okay. Yeah, we're cursing like sailors around here, but we're not making a cartoon that kids can watch either. So you know what? Yeah. It's garbage.
Well, I haven't seen it. I heard a lot of people hated it. So.
Absolutely, Lord. STD has cursing in it. That's garbage. So did P Hard. And I don't care about cursing. I'm not a prude. You can curse all day. I don't give a shit. But I don't think it should be in Star Trek, and it shouldn't like that, and it shouldn't be in a Batman cartoon. Kids, look. I'm sorry to all the people out there who think that cartoons and superheroes should all be hyper violent and hyper realistic. Kids are supposed to be able to watch cartoons and read comic books as well. And you can't, when you make a cartoon with Batman and Harley Quinn on it, and you make it X-rated, and I'm talking some vile crap on this thing, it is disgusting.
Thank you, Rod. Thank you for coming.
Rod, I appreciate it, man. We're about done. I didn't know there was any. Hey, look, I like good streams too. I'll probably go catch one of them myself. So we've been here a couple hours, and I'm having a great time talking to you, Jed. But I think we should probably let everybody move on to something else now.
Yeah,
and head out because and I'm thinking about doing this more.
Yeah, I would love to do this more with you.
That's cool, man.
I want to do this more with you.
Let's see. I will be here again. Well, Jed, when's your next stream, by the way?
Oh, I may have one Saturday morning with Raging Rhino and Lethal in them.
Doomcock song?
Because,
He said Doomcock song. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Saturday, you got one?
I may have one. So you got to look for Lethal and Raging Rhino, but Rhino's been having problems, so I don't know if we're going to have that, but he said he wanted me on. He wanted me to talk about WandaVision because the new one drops tonight, I think.
Yes.
So, at midnight, so. I'm going to be one of the first people out of the gate saying stuff on Twitter about it.
Hey man, get some shows scheduled, buddy. Dude, do some streaming.
Yeah,
man.
but here's my problem. Here's my problem. I only have 20 out this month. I'm set. I could do another show, and I was thinking about that. If you're gonna watch it tonight, maybe do one tomorrow or Saturday, and
Dude, you just gotta schedule one, man. Just throw it out there, dude, and see what happens. That's all you can do.
Yeah, and I was thinking retro, if he's still in the chat, because
he's gone. He had to run out.
Oh, Lord too, or Lord, are you going to be watching Wanda?
I don't know if Lord Thoth watches that or not. Midnight's Edge and Doomcock, those people. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
man. I love those guys. I didn't know Doomcock was on. I thought we had the Exozone tonight. Well,
yeah, I can't. I love the Exozone, man.
Yeah, I love the Exozone. I love Doomcock and Gary. They're great.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
But I wanted to grab a bunch of people again, because I like it when I can bring other people in, because
Cameron Pasha. That's cool. I like Cameron Pasha. Yeah. He's a cool dude.
Oh, no, Lord, watch episode 2. If you watched it, or you're on 2.
Oh, he's on episode 2. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I want to bring some people on that actually watched it. So, because I'm gonna watch it when it comes out tonight.
Well,
Chris, if you ever want to come on, dude, too.
Oh, dude, look. Hey, look. Just keep what you're doing, brother. All right, everyone. Let's see here. Saturday night, of course, as always, our continuing mission to review all of Star Trek. That's right. Saturday night.
Hell yeah.
And the wonderful Raquel Briggs. We are reviewing every single inch of Star Trek. We started a couple of weeks ago with the original series pilots. And, of course, now we're up to, week 4. We do 4 a week. 4 Saturday night, we're in production order, the first season of Star Trek. We're going to review every episode, she says 600 something hours. I don't know the exact number. Original series, animated series, TNG, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise, all real Trek only. Nothing else. And the movies, of course. So we're doing that this Saturday night. We'll be on 9 p.m. Central. Monday, I will be on 9 p.m. Central. Again, I'll be talking about. Well, I'm going to see. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen, but I've got some things working on plan on that. And then next Wednesday as well. And who knows? Maybe I'll do another Thursday or whatever. But I want to thank everyone for being here. Let's see if I can get everyone. If I can remember, it's going to be a chore remembering everyone. But the wonderful, beautiful Purple Valkyrie was here. Purple, thank you so much for being here, my friend. I appreciate it. I want to say thank you to the great Steve Mitchum. Claude Parrish was here. I'm seeing names. The great Rod Thunderheart was here.
Alpha. Hey, Alpha. I didn't even seen Alpha the whole thing, and now he pops up.
Thanks for being here. Mark with a C. Thank you. Mark C was here as well. The great Mark C was here as well. Some weird dude named Jed Tez Toad. I'm just kidding. I see it. Lord Toth, my brother Avon lives. Long live the Legion, sir. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Lord Toth. Let's see here if I can remember some of our great friends. The great Chris Persia was here, Master of Wrenches, and the Master of the Wrench of the Great Wrench of the West was also here. Eric King. Thank you, buddy, for being here. Again, I think I said my buddy Steve Mitchum, but just in case, brother, thank you for being here. Smart Steve 68, as always, a great pleasure, sir. Who else was here? Hey, Fresh News 247. I appreciate you popping in. First time I've seen you. Thank you so much. Well, I appreciate you popping in, Alpha Omega. I really do. I'm very flattered.
I know Alpha's watched them, so
I appreciate
he watched them with me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Project Storytime popped in earlier. I want to thank you for that, Jason. I'm always great to see you. I would like to have you on sometime. Let's see if I can remember some people. Because there's so many of them, and again, I should one of these days I'm going to start writing them down. Retro Dicky was here earlier; he had to run. Great to see you, my friend. Latino Slam Paulie, the great Paulie, popped in earlier. He had to run, but I thank him for popping in nonetheless. But let's see here. There were quite a few others. Well,
hey Claude, I'm gonna add you on this account. I have you on my old one, but I'm gonna add you on this Facebook one. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is Gary hosting Exozone? I think it's his turn.
It's tonight. It's not right now because it's like 4.
No, I mean, is he
So-
hosting it? He means will he be hosting it?
I think he
think it is his
probably will.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, I hope I didn't miss anyone, you all. But if I did, look, it's just my memory, and I didn't write the things down and stuff, and the chat goes away after a while. So without further ado, I want to thank my good buddy Jed the Toad.
No problem, brother. Anytime. Man.
We'll do it again, brother. And look, again, many congrats on your first stream, the great stream. We both give our support and shout out to our good buddy, the Tartazone Noel, and hail to you, and of course, best to Cheryl and Teddy, and our buddy Problem Being who was not here, but we love you, brother.
Yeah, I think Lee's probably sleeping because
Christopher Crockett. I don't, dude. I forget. Thank you, buddy, for being here, man. I really appreciate you, bro. If I missed anyone, you know how senile I am. So, but I want to thank everyone. I had a great time as usual. We'll be talking a lot. Well, we got so much. I'm planning soon, by the way, in the works. I don't know one will care about this, but I'm gonna do my Starlog show soon. Starlog, remembering Starlog magazine because I loved it. So,
yeah, I love Starlog too.
So, and Purple, you're the greatest. All these dudes.
Purple, you're awesome.
Yeah, and let's come on again soon, Purple. I hope you will. And we could do early shows if you want, because you were fantastic. I had a great time. So I want to thank everyone. Please go subscribe to my buddy Jed's channel. There's a link in the description below, and along with many, many other fine YouTube friends of mine that I love. So please subscribe to all these channels. Starlog show probably next week. Just going to go down a little clomping down memory lane for Starlog. So
Starlogs are just awesome.
It was great stuff.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Be good, Rod. Be good, Chris. Be good, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and let's all go enjoy all those other great streaming. Man, it's just too much good streaming out there. So,
and don't forget to go sub to the Tartazone if you haven't.
Yes. Oh, also the Tartazone. I mean, it's just channels. They took it down, but he's got his other channel, right? So
yeah. His other channel is the Irish Geek.
The Irish Geek. Yeah. Give Noel some love out there. We love Noel. He's good. He's a good dude and a good buddy. So. Thank you again, Purple. Everyone take care. Have a great night. I will see you out there in the streams, in the chat rooms, and everywhere else. And of course, big hail as always to the great Stone Loki for my outro. Thank you, everyone. All hail to Fat Steven Seagal, too. Sorry, I forgot you there for a minute, bro.